Good morning, welcome to Shop on TV with me, Rob Lock, with an E, and
me, Alan Ennis,
with a S. How are you, pal?
I'm really good, thank you, brother.
Good to
I'm
see
going to
you.
be making you lots of drinks tonight. In fact, it could be a scenario at home I'm going to go through in a moment with you.
I'm a bit parched. Did I see the word soda stream on the screen?
Yes, you did, sir. And do you want me to go straight into talking to you about that?
Why not?
Well, here's the thing, right? I often have this scenario at home. Your wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend will say, would you like a drink with your dinner? Yep. Yes, what do we have? Nothing, water. Okay, well, let's do that. But I'm going to make it a little bit juzzier for you.
Yeah.
So I tell you what I'm going to do. Let's put some ice into it, because ice always makes a drink look a bit better, doesn't it? Yeah. But it's still just water. Now, I understand, before you say anything at home, that water is important and we need to hydrate. Of course we do. So we'll put a little bit of lemon and lime in it just to make it a little bit more exciting for, well, quite frankly, it's a bit dull, isn't it? Now, who gets excited about something like that? Now,
not me, I can definitely assure you.
Let's put that there. Well, let's just show you something. When you own a soda stream, okay, what you do is you get your bottle, BPA free 1 litre bottle, and you fill it with water to the line. You get 2 of those, and you pop this in, and you close it back, and because this is the art, all I do is pull that like so to put in that wonderful fizz. 3 is a normal fizz, that's what you would expect to get from a normal thing. Now, let's do the same thing here. So we are getting the hydration, because let's face it, some people don't like fizzy drinks. Some people don't like putting syrups in. They don't like things like that, soft drinks. But that's fine, because look at this.
I always drink fizzy water because I find it makes me drink more water, because it actually tastes a bit like a soda.
Well, it's
even
really
if you're
good
not putting the soda ingredients in.
Now, there's an interesting little thing about that. There's a little bit of science behind that, Rob, okay? And I will explain that science to you in just a moment.
Oh, I love a bit of science.
There was your glass of water. This is a glass of water, but this has got the soda stream treatment. Look at the difference. Now, Rob, what I'd like you to do is, if you just take that to your nose, because most of what we taste is through our smell, just put that to your nose and smell. Okay, now you can smell a little bit maybe of the lemon and lime. Yeah. Now, with the carbonation of this coming up through that, getting the oils and firing them up, now have a little snifter of that one and learn the difference. Big difference.
May I have a sip?
Oh, please do, help yourself. Now, what we have left then is, so Dad might have said, I would like some fizzy water, please. Well, there you go, sorted. We have some of this left over, so what I'm going to do is get the Pepsi Max syrup, and I'm going to measure half.
Well, we're going to tell them what they get in a minute, but you do get 4 syrups included as a complimentary gift from us, and the extra litre bottle.
Yep, pop that in there, and now with a little turn, always a gentle turn, don't shake it too hard, we now have a wonderful drink. So now what we've went from plain water to the fizzy water that Rob is now enjoying, we are now going to go with one extra little step with the soda stream and the syrup with some Pepsi Max in it. I am now going to make a refreshing, cooling, beautiful glass
of Pepsi Max.
Pepsi Max. Check that out. Look at the fizz, hear the fizz. Okay, plain water. Let's have a little look back at this one here. So your plain water went to fizzy water, went to this. Now I'm going to show you one more thing.
It's like that chart of the evolution of man.
It is almost like you're stepping up on that. So I'm going to show you a little thing now as well. See, you've got some left over, because now we've satisfied Dad and one of the kids with that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use a little sundae glass, all from the same bottle. And what I'm going to do is...
He's making a float, ladies and gentlemen.
I was going to say a floater, but I did say that, and just pop that in there.
A Pepsi float.
And now we have a Pepsi float. Now, how retro and how cool is that? Now, here's a little thing, right?
Matches your shirt.
It does match the shirt. The funny thing is, if I put a spoon in that, it begins to fizz. So I've got to be careful I don't put it in too much and get that to start fizzing up. Look at that. Oh, wow. Now what we have is we have a beautiful, beautiful dessert. So now all of a sudden, from just plain tap water, let's face it, is very important. We must drink lots of water. We are drinking lots of water. Even here, we just have some syrup in it, which is sugar-free, of course, because it's Pepsi Max. We went from plain tap water, we turned that into wonderful fizzy water, which you enjoyed. We then turned the remainder bit of it into a Pepsi Max, and then what was left, we turned into a perfect sundae.
And of course, if you had a root beer syrup, you could do a root beer float. May I try the Pepsi Max?
I would love you to.
Look, these are branded. This is actually the syrup that is used in the cans of Pepsi Max.
Absolutely, it's the very same thing.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Now again, just have a little drink of that. And there are times when you want to have that flavour, where you want to have that. And because we give you the lime and we give you the cherry as well, which is a devil drink to me, cherry. But I love the
cherry
lime.
Coke. Oh, really? You don't like? Do you not like the cherry Coke? Or the cherry Pepsi? Oh gosh, excuse me, cherry Pepsi. Don't get those two mixed up, Lord. So Pepsi Max Cherry, Pepsi Max Lime, and you've got the 7-Up as well.
Right.
Now, but there's a sort of a bit of an elephant in the room here, really.
Yes.
Can't you just go buy a can of that from your local shop?
Well, yes, of course you can. Now, first and foremostly, what a lot of people do is they will go and buy something like this just here, a bottle of pop like this.
Yeah.
Now, this is, I've taken the label off. We all know what it is. You can tell by it anyway, but it makes no odds. That there I bought, and you can see there's a receipt beside you. Would you look at the 500 milliliter bottle of this?
I can't actually read without my glasses on, sorry.
A major supermarket. You can see the supermarket on top.
Yes, yes.
This was £1.69.
Right, yeah.
£1.69 for half of a litre of that. Now, here's a little fact for you that will shake you to the core. Do you see those bottles?
Yeah.
Over 1 million of these are thrown away, are used every, have a guess.
Yeah?
Every minute.
What?
1 million of these every minute. That means there's 1.5 billion of them used or thrown away, every day. Into landfill.
Single-use plastic.
Single-use plastic. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you something. So, 1.3 billion to 1.5 billion every day around the world, right? That's 1 million a minute. This amounts to 40 billion bottles per month and 481.6 billion of these single-use plastics every single year around the world. 486 billion around the world of these used. Now,
really,
okay, you might say, well, it's okay because I recycle. Let me tell you a few things about these bottles. Let me get one of these nice bottles just here. We have cooling down beautifully. So this here is BPA free, first and foremostly. BPA is an industrial chemical that used to be in plastics that leached out into what you drank. It was really bad, for especially for pregnant women, okay?
Right.
This here, you will see on the back of this, you have some information. It will tell you when to change it. It will give you a date on it, okay? It's funny when you look at that there because through the camera it looks like it's on the other side. It also tells you it's dishwasher safe, and this one is good till the 4th of 2028. So that is when this bottle expires. Now that's 4 years, Rob.
Right.
This bottle on its own, if used in a household and you use it quite often, can save up to 3,000 of these single-use plastic bottles.
And what about in terms of the cost of the actual drink as well?
Well, okay, so if we look at it, so we're getting the syrups here, okay?
Yeah.
This syrup...
They're about a £5 each, right?
About a £5 each will make 9 litres.
9 litres?
9 litres.
So £1, where has it gone? £1.89?
£1.69.
Sorry, £1.69 for that?
Yep. So you would get 3 of those.
Half a litre, yeah.
You get 3 of those, 1.5 litres. This will make 9 litres. And your gas canister, which you get in here, will make up to 60 litres of carbonated water.
And how much is that to replace?
It depends where you go, but usually around £12–13.
Right.
If you go in to buy it in a store, you will be charged about £23, but then you give them your used one, which I'll go through and show you in a minute, and they will knock a tenner off that for you.
So essentially,
recycling.
We could probably do the maths, but it really is a fraction of the cost to make exactly the same drink you get in a can or a bottle.
And make it when you want to. Now, a lot of people say, but I get the big bottles, they're much better value. Yes, you do, and they end up like this. They end up squished, they end up in the...
or they go flat before you finish them.
Exactly, that's it. And if I pour this just now, we'll see that this, if we listen... Nothing, okay? Nothing.
So the syrup, 1 bottle of syrup makes 4.5 of those.
4.5 of these, yeah. Look at that, not any
those are about,
fizz in it.
£3, 3, 4 quid?
Well, it depends where you get them, what you do with them, and what type you get. But if you're getting the branded ones, they're a couple of quid each.
So they're almost, well, let's say you get 2 for, you know, those syrups are only about a £5.
A £5 roughly for those, and then you
depending
get
on where you buy them. Can I just say, ladies and gentlemen, you're getting £173 worth of value for $99.99. Christmas is coming, the geese are getting fat. Please put a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got what's it?
If you haven't got a halfpenny,
if you haven't got a penny, a halfpenny will do. If you haven't got a halfpenny, God bless you.
God bless you.
So you're getting 4 syrups, You're also getting the extra 1 litre bottle as well. You get your gas included, the whole kit and caboodle for $99.99. And remember, you can spread the cost over 3 months interest-free if you wish, with PayPal paying 3. That includes your postage and packing as well, $35.31 per month. And this is the real, the genuine, the original Soda Stream.
1903.
Wow.
And Queen Victoria was a huge fan. Genuinely. In fact,
Really?
it's quoted and it's rumoured and it's said that it was invented for Queen Victoria. She wanted something fizzy to drink, and it was with her in mind.
Amazing.
I just want to...
It's flying out the door. Sorry, Al.
That's quite okay.
As we knew it was going to be really, really busy. Brand new today, these huge brands, you know, coming on board more and more, you know, every day more and more are signing up with ShopOnTV. That's why you got to check out your baskets to get yours. You've also got to check in with us every night between midnight and 3 to see what we got. Now this is only, we can only ship this to mainland UK, unfortunately. I apologise for what, you know, whatever the limitations are there. So no Northern Ireland and the islands and Highlands. It's the gas canister, apparently.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, because I don't quite understand the whys and wherefores and the rules, but unfortunately that's the only limitation. You are saving £73.96, and you get your first 4 syrups on us, essentially, and also your second bottle as well. Look at those. Now, you said if you want to, because I like soda water. Can you do soda water in there?
Yes, you can. You can actually buy the syrup that is soda water.
Because it's sodium bicarbonate.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And I like it a particularly vigorous fizz.
Ooh, lovely.
Yes. Can one do that as well?
Well, what I'm going to do is I want to just do one cheeky little drink first, and then I want to talk you through
whatever
the
you
machine,
want. Yeah.
And I want to tell you exactly how this works and how you make it
What
work
I love
for you.
is this is a waste, potentially, unless you're going to drink it all.
Yes.
You can have the equivalent of dozens of, depending on how many syrups you buy, dozens of bottles of different types of drink, and you just make them as you need them. They don't go flat. The syrups don't go flat. You know, what's the shelf life on the syrup? Do you know?
Well, okay. Well, I don't actually know that, but I'm imagining it's a long time. I will check that out for you in a second. I've never thought to get that.
Yeah.
But what I will say to you as well is, before I make this next drink, is that these. So, okay, see this cap here, okay?
Yeah.
When I started to work with SodaStream first, okay, they told me that this cap is a very special cap. Inside of it, it has been designed in such a way that it keeps in the fizz in the bottle, so it stays fizzier for much, much longer.
So you can drink out that bottle, presumably.
We can drink out of the bottle, yeah. I do a lot, because I drink a lot from my SodaStream.
Yeah.
But I'll show you. I'm going to talk you through that in a second, but I want to show you something. Right? So, do you remember we had a plain glass of water, which was nobody's favourite?
2026, did we hear? For the syrups.
There you go.
So 2 years on your syrups.
Yeah, mine will be gone by 2026. 26 minutes past 8.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
do you remember we made this here, just a glass of water? We know water's important. I'm not trying to say it's not. I understand. Then we turned that into fizzy water. Then we turned it into Pepsi. And then we turned it into Pepsi Float.
Yeah.
Now, I still have some left. So this is perfect for Alan at the end of the evening when he says, you know what we need? I need a little stiff drink because it's been a tough day. I've been working with Rob. I mean, it's... sorry, I didn't... That came out. And then...
Obviously, we only advocate sensible drinking
of course.
in moderation.
Yes, and because we are late at night.
18, please.
And there we go. Now, we have a nice little adult beverage as well.
Do you know what?
All from the same thing.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. So you mentioned a second ago making lots of different drinks, okay?
Yes.
So let's say, for instance, you are hosting some people at your house, okay? You're entertaining.
Yes.
And somebody comes in and they say, what would you like to drink? I would like a gin and tonic. Not a problem, because you can have the tonic syrup. Yeah. Oh, I would like, please...
ginger ale?
Ginger ale. You can get the syrup. I would like maybe a whiskey, a bourbon and Pepsi.
Yeah.
Well, you can do that because we can make that up in a flash.
Yeah.
You can make full fat. You can make the.
Do they do things like Fanta or Tango?
You can get orange and everything. Like you can get all of the orange flavors. So you can now literally have a drinks factory at your house.
Cream soda.
You can get them all.
Amazing. And you can get them online as well.
You'll be amazed
we will
what you can
start
find
stocking
online.
lots of the syrups as well. This is 8 months it's been in the making to get this here at ShopOnTV. Do you know what I love? Now, again, when my son David and I decide that we're going to have a cheeky little evening binging something on you know, a streaming service, and that we might have an adult libation or two. Lovely. In moderation and drinking sensibly, of course. We put I buy these colas that we put in the fridge to cool down, because I think David's the same, but I particularly like a very cold drink. And the trouble is that the cans of cola, they take up so much space in the fridge, there's no room for any food. I mean, literally, for like the couple of days beforehand, I love the fact that you can make on demand without because this is, you can keep this in, you don't have to put this in the fridge, you can keep this in your cupboard, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's about 27 standard cans this will make.
27?
27. That's a crate and a bit this will actually make.
Wow. Now, what do I pay for my crate of cola? I pay about £18, I think, for a 24. Yeah,
Fiver
for a
more.
fiver.
Now, let me just talk
And you don't have all the wastage of the cans as well, or the bottles.
Now, do you remember I mentioned to you earlier on about sustainability? Okay,
Yes.
about this one bottle can replace in your usage of it. They last about 4 years from after you get them, and they probably go beyond that. But they say don't use it after that because they want to make sure that it holds its pressure and everything like that. And it's all safe.
Yes, yeah.
So sustainability is the big thing. So the gas canisters, you bring one back when you get the other one. So you keep on
Where'd you do that?
recycling. Okay, when you go
you just go to the supermarket.
supermarket, when you get your can, your gas bottle, there's a QR code. Scan it; it will tell you the local places to you.
Oh.
Some of those little kind of DIY stores, like the little ones in the shopping malls, they do them as well. But you'll be surprised where you get them. So let me talk you through this, okay?
Please
the bottle itself is completely recyclable, as is the lid.
And this is the art, by the way. There are different versions. This is called art because it's very art
Because
deco.
it's very arty. If you notice it, it's a bit wider if I bring it the
Did you know
wider
I'm very
top
arty?
and go,
Yeah.
Are you,
Yeah, art with a capital F.
Love it. So every single piece of this machine, recyclable. Okay, not
Really?
that you will need to, but if you do drop it and it breaks or whatever, completely recyclable. Okay, so when you get this at home, okay,
love the look of
you will literally open the back of this and you will get what is now known as the Quick Connect bottle. So we're all used to the one that you have to get up, push it in and twist it,
Screw
twist
it
it,
in,
twist
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't catch the thread
Yeah.
and you're there for ages trying to do it and you feel like a fool, right? Not with this one.
I do. I feel like a fool
Because
most of
all I do is lift this collar and it lifts out.
the time. And that's it.
That's it.
And again,
this-
how many? 60 litres
60.
of drink.
60.
60.
Yeah. So that will do about. Many of these will have been about.
There are
about
nine
nine.
litres
So
in-
about about 7 of those.
4, 6 nines. Yeah.
7 of those.
6.
7.
Yeah.
63 litres.
5, yeah. Oh, my
Right?
maths is terrible.
Now, here's the thing. To pop this in, you undo the little paper that's on it.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a little pink cap on the top.
Right.
And simply sit it in.
Yeah.
And you will see that you just line it up and it's in.
It's FF. It's FAF free.
FAF free. Push that down, you'll see it lifts. That is now locked into position.
And the gas is flowing. You don't have to turn it on or anything. It just
Nothing.
automatically
It's ready
flows.
to go. And
Yeah.
here's the brilliant thing, okay? Here's something, right? So you might be having a barbecue.
Yeah.
You might be going somewhere to a
Yeah.
friend's house. You may be going for a picnic. Well, have a look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, no wires. I don't need to plug it in.
I just realised that.
Yep. So
I
now
I
I can
thought you
use
had
this-
to plug them in.
Absolutely not. Not this one.
You don't.
There are some of them that you can, but this one you do not need to. It's all ready to go.
I love it, and it takes up the footprint of less than a kettle.
And do you
Little
know
taller,
something?
of course.
This is genuinely one of the things you get that you keep using day in, day out.
It's one of those things. Once you've got it, you use it. You just don't use it when you don't got it.
And you
But
don't
it's literally the footprint of two 2-litre bottles of Coke stacked side by side.
But it looks so good as well, and I love this
Yeah.
handle as well.
So
okay?
do I.
Now, here's the thing, okay? So my dad. So let me talk you through before I talk about my dad.
Please.
Okay. So this is your bottle guard just here.
Yes.
This is your. This is where the gas comes out. Okay.
Probe.
The probe. Now I'm going to tilt this back so we can see this. Can you see those little grippers just there?
Yes.
When I close this,
It
see the way they
grips them.
So that's what grips onto your bottle, okay, to hold the bottle in position. Now,
So it
when we
doesn't
get
go
the bottle,
flying off.
doesn't go flying. We simply push it in and then push it back.
Simple, easy to do.
It is
Kids
floating.
can do it. People with manual dexterity issues can do it.
It is floating, as we can see just here, so that's normal.
Can I press the lever?
You certainly can. Now, here's the thing. My dad will he absolutely adores 7-Up Free. That's his drink of choice.
Yeah.
But he will
Well,
get...
I don't like paying for anything.
Boom, boom.
Thank you.
So what
you
he
very
will
much.
do is
Thank you.
he doesn't like it too fizzy.
Okay.
Like you said, you like it extra fizzy.
Very fizzy, yeah.
I like it extra fizzy too.
What's the most fizz that you would put in?
It's up to you.
You can't overdo it.
That's why it will say up to 60, okay, litres, because you
varies.
might use a bit
So
more.
that's based on three pumps at a time.
Now,
yeah.
let me show you a pump, okay?
Yeah,
So
okay.
you put your hand on the handle.
Yeah.
1,
So you don't hold it down.
2, and
I'm going to go
3.
for a fiver.
Now that's 3. Now you wanted to press it
May
down,
I?
so
Yeah.
please feel free.
4.
Now what will happen is if you kept on going,
5.
what's going to happen is you will build up too much pressure and
Yeah.
it may it may push itself down.
Right, so don't go crazy.
Don't go crazy.
What would you say is the max?
5, well, no, 6, 7. I've done in the past.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Right.
5 is quite fizzy.
Quite fizzy.
Very fizzy.
Yes,
3 is normal. So if you think that 3 pumps of this is the same as when you open a bottle like this that cost me £1.69.
Yes.
Okay. So watch this now.
Can I just say, it is a great way to get the kids to drink water, even if you don't put the syrups in it.
Yes.
Because it has a flavour to it, a flavour profile. Well, it probably isn't even a flavour profile, it's just something to do with the bubbles. But when I'm on a health kick and I'm slimming, which happens occasionally, I always drink soda water because I feel like I'm having a beer or I'm having a carbonated drink.
Yeah.
Well, I'm having a carbonated drink, and so I don't feel like I'm missing out. I actually lose weight much quicker when I drink carbonated water when I'm slimming than I do if I don't, because I won't. And also I stay hydrated because I just don't like regular water.
I find it keeps you it feels fuller as well.
It does. Yeah. It does fill you up because of the gas.
It does. Now what I'm going to do here is,
Rob, me a 7-Up.
I'm going to do you a 7-Up.
This is for me.
Zero sugar, okay, which comes with it. Okay, remember 9 litres. So in essence, we're giving you 36 litres of branded drink, not just some weird thing.
Okay, hang on. Let's stop for a second and work this out, Alan. So the syrups, that's 9 each, 4 of them, 36 litres. So if 2 litres is about, what should we say, £2?
I would suggest that it's a bit more than that. Where
£3?
Things have gone. I'm going to say £3 for 2 litres.
£3 for 2 litres,
which we already know goes
so
flat.
That's 3 times 18, which is 36. 50. We're giving you £54 worth of value in terms of the drinks that it will make.
Yeah.
Just in the pack that it that it can replace.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what we do here is,
if you're using the same drinks and all of that.
Now,
you understand the comparison I'm making, right?
Some people again like it sweeter. Some people like it less sweet. Some people find it too sweet.
I'm a sweet and fizzy.
Too much. Sweet and fizzy, you like
so
it.
you can use less or more syrup too.
Exactly. Inside of the cap here, there are markers, okay?
Yeah.
Just inside here.
Yeah.
Okay. And on the outside, it says sweetness, and a half for 0.5 of a litre. So basically 0.5 of a litre here, a litre here, and if you want it extra sweet, you go up a little bit more, but there's markers inside.
Don't shake the bottle once you put it in.
Exactly. Now, here's a big thing for you. You must improve. No, you must carbonate the water only.
Yeah.
Do not put the syrup in and then try to do it.
Okay.
It has a volcano effect. Nobody wants that.
Well, it's something you'll only do once.
Exactly. Now, allow me to pour that in there, okay? Now, my dad...
7-upping it.
This is just what Dad said to me, and I can only tell you what he said, okay? Dad had, and please, I'm not saying this is not medicine, nothing, it's not like that. He had a massive heart attack, had a quadruple bypass.
Okay.
Loves a fizzy drink. His doctor genuinely said, Pat, if you're going to drink fizzy drink, 7-Up free. And that's why he goes to that drink. And that's
actually, do you know, before I left the States, there's suddenly there's this massive wave of it was a particular new drink, the name of which I actually can't remember off the top of my head. But essentially, it was carbonated water with a little essence. What was it called? Oh, La Croix, that's, yes. It was like the essence of fruit.
Right.
So you could get a lemon La Croix, you could get lots of different flavours. And because it wasn't filled with preservatives, well, we don't know, it was you never really got to the bottom of that, but it just had a mild fruity flavour. But again, it took the country by storm because it was a healthy alternative, and also it meant people were finding a new way to hydrate. You could put a couple of drops, couldn't you? Oh, look how fizzy that is.
Look at those bubbles jumping.
If you wanted to, you could get your essence of fruits and drop some of those in.
You can do anything
because you don't have to use the syrups that come with. May I?
Absolutely not. No, please. That is genuinely for you. Now, I've put some lemon and lime into that as well, just to enhance the lemon and lime flavour. But now you tell me, sir, that there, in case people think that what you get from this is not the same as you get from a can or a bottle. Correct me if we're wrong.
What? That's a 7-Up.
That's a 7-Up.
And again, you can get all of the different types of sort of mainstream drink, but they do so many flavours. And all different varieties. Oh, that's really good.
It is good.
Different varieties.
Now, what you can do as well, Rob, and this is what I have done, okay? I rarely use my 1 litre bottles, okay, that come with it. You get 2 of them, okay? I will use them if there's a couple of people around. Derek, my friend, comes around, I will make the bigger bottle and drink it. Yeah. You can actually buy on SodaStream, you can, from SodaStream, you can buy a ½ litre bottle. Oh, and it comes with a little tab thing on it that you can carry it. And that is my perfect drink. That's my perfect size. And that's what I use. Now, bearing in mind, just a recap of everything, okay? BPA-free bottles, they're designed, if you feel, Rob, actually, just feel how solid that is.
They're not like these things.
No.
They're like if you went and bought a water bottle for perpetual use, that's what they're like.
Exactly. You will see on it how long it lasts. It's dishwasher safe as well, which is just terrific, I think, as well. This one doesn't, I say its use by date is another 4 years. Right. That's how long you get them for. They will last for. And some people will probably use them after that, but they say don't, because what they want to do is the integrity of the bottle, okay, and its strength, so it doesn't, nothing happens, it doesn't rupture or anything like that. Sure. After 4 years, change it. Quite frankly, after 4 years, I'm happy to change that. Well, quite. And get myself a new one anyway. And it's written on it, so you know exactly. Okay.
So well made. It's such an attractive machine. They've been around since 1903. There's, I'm sure, not a person watching right now who doesn't know what a SodaStream is or what it does. So if you've never owned one, and I'm sure there are obviously there are lots of you, because you're buying them tonight, that have never owned one, now's your chance to get one of the best, the most attractive, the art version for a stellar price through ShopOnTV. There's your kit and your whole bundle on the screen right there, so you get 2, not 1. I understand they normally come with 1. In fact, I understand some of the SodaStreams actually come with a ½ litre. We're giving you 2 1 litre bottles here. The bottle of gas, and you also get the 4 syrups. So you get Pepsi Max, you get Pepsi Max Cherry, Pepsi Max Lime, and you also get the 7 Up as well. They're all the 0 versions. I think Max is 0 anyway, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. There it is. That's your kit. £173.95 worth of clobber. For £99.95, you're saving basically 74 quid when you shop now. Plus, of course, you can use PayPal Pay in 3, which means you can spread the cost interest-free over 3 months, subject to approval. Just select PayPal as your payment option when you check out, and it will take you through the process. And once the order is confirmed, this will be on its way to you Tuesday morning. You should have it by the end of the week, and as just in time for when the hot weather starts kicking in, apparently. But also, here's what you get with the pack, with the syrups that are included and that 1 gas bottle. You can make approximately the equivalent based on a 2 litre bottle costing £3. Now, it will vary. So this is a rough estimate, approximately £54 worth of drinks, because that's the other thing. When you think about that, 2 rounds, and that machine's paid for itself. But if you are still going to go and buy the bottles, or you're going to go and buy the cans, that's an ongoing cost, and it's an ongoing waste as well. Whereas once you have the SodaStream, it's going to be not only space saving in your fridge or wherever you keep your bottles and things in your drinks cabinet, but also every time you make a drink, instead of for a ½ litre it costing you, £1.69 or £3 for a 2 litre, it's costing you a fraction of that if you factor in the cost of the syrups. They're about a £5 each, and then the gas bottle is about £12 each, and that's 60 litres, right? We could do the maths on that, probably, just not in my head, because I'm not that talented. I'm numerologically illiterate. I'm more about the words. But the point I'm trying to say is that this machine instantly allows you to save, but it also gives you so much convenience. Because you can have, for a £5 each, you can have a plethora of different syrups. And if you have a party, or if you've got kids, or a barbecue or something like that, here's the thing: at the barbecue, people can make their own drinks. You can stick it on the table with all the syrups, and people can just decide. You can do the same at kids' parties. But the fact is, you don't have to keep a stock of dozens of these things, or dozens of these. And let's face it, it's not these things, it's these things, isn't it? Because one of those that's a single serving, isn't it? So people can make their own bespoke drinks on an as-needed basis. And as Leslie was just telling me, and she's going to hopefully tell me again, because I couldn't really pay attention, on average, each SodaStream machine could help you cut out the consumption of more than 1,200 single-use plastic bottles over what period, Leslie? Or drinks cans throughout its lifetime. I mean, it's extraordinary. Instead of that going into land, I mean, we're getting to the point where the reason we care about this so much now is because landfills are, well, we're running out of places to put stuff, aren't we?
Well, actually, I'm not going to say that Leslie is wrong, but Leslie's wrong. Each bottle, can, depending on the usage, can take the place of up to 3,000 single-use bottles.
Really?
Yes, up to 3,000.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
That's incredible.
So over its lifetime of 4 years,
it's all good, but whether it's from somewhere between one and the other,
the great part of it is, right, is that you literally are working for the environment here, because not only are you making the drinks at your convenience, right, and by the way, I was just making it up, a can these days is a minimum of £1.
Yeah,
right? A minimum of £1.
Sure,
okay, so even if you paid £1 for a can, 330 millilitres, that's 3 of them per litre. That's £3 per litre. Yeah. For a £5, okay, you're getting 9 litres.
I mean, the maths is, it sounds...
It's 3 times cheaper, that works out. This works out at 3 times cheaper. Okay, take into consideration, you're buying your machine and the gas, but the gas is about 12 quid, and that makes 60 litres.
But you could do a budget, you know, you could look at the cost of the machine, you know. You could figure it out if you were a math magician, unlike me.
A math magician.
Yes. Please check out. We are very busy. We're busy with the fizzy. Is he fizzy? Let's get busy.
Right.
Time to hydrate, ladies and gentlemen.
So that was their ad, getting busy with the fizzy.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, it was, back in the day.
Know that.
Tommy Cooper did one of the originals. And just
I remember that, yeah.
That was
I had an original SodaStream. Well, not an original, because 1903. I'm not that old.
That's your drink, so
thank you, yeah. I had an original 1970s one.
But for me, it was the whole thing of having SodaStream in our day. It was that bottle, the glass bottle with the twisty bit to it.
Bit fizzier I can do next time, I think.
No problem. And when you put that in, and when you made a SodaStream back in the day, the way it made you feel was incredible.
Yeah, because you did it in bottles. Do you remember the bottles?
Yeah, that's it. The one with the spiral on the outside, and you put it into it, and then you closed it, and you pulled the handle down, and then you went, and then went, and that really evokes wonderful, warm, beautiful memories for me.
Those are, on the antiques market, they're worth a fortune.
They probably are. They probably are.
I'll tell you what, something else as well, ladies and gentlemen. This is a machine that potentially will last you for years and years and years and years. I mean, there's very little to go wrong with it as well. They just do. I know people who've got their original SodaStreams from 20 years ago, you know.
Yeah. There's no reason
very busy. Check out, please.
Have this
the actual SodaStream brand here at ShopOnTV.
Less than 100 quid for all that you're getting is just mind-boggling.
Let's make a load of drinks.
Let's make some drinks. Okay, so let's go back and let's go to basics and let's talk you through. Okay. So you get your 1 litre bottle. We give you 2 of those, as you've mentioned.
Yes, yes.
You fill that up to this level just here, okay? Now, here's the thing. Cold water carbonates better, and cold water holds the carbonation better. It tastes
better as well.
Yeah. And it tastes better.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants a warm drink?
And it cools you down.
So I sometimes will fill this and put them in the fridge, or alternatively, if you have one of those containers on the fridge that pours water through, perfect, okay?
Oh, and that's actually good because you get 2 of them. You can have one in the fridge and you can have one in use. 10% of the stock already gone.
Now,
wow, I knew it was going to be busy.
Remember this just
8
here.
8 months it took us to get this here.
Genuinely 8 months. I've been talking about this with the girls and guys for 8 months.
Yeah.
So this here is your bottle guard. So what we do is we get in, and you've got the nozzle which puts the fizz in. You push it up, and then you close it. You can't check that it's in.
Yeah.
Now remember, 3 pumps of this. So literally, it's just down.
That's your standard fizz. Yeah.
That's 1, 2, and 3. And you hear that little click as well. That tells you when you've had it down for long enough. Listen to this.
Right.
So that's the need to let it go.
It's very satisfying.
Okay, it is. Now, once that's done, we just simply catch the bottle and push it forward. Okay, like that.
And out it comes.
And now we have this fizzy water. Now, of course, we mentioned earlier you can drink that as it is right now. That's absolutely fine. But depending what mood you're in, we can go to the 7-Up Free, which you've made. We can go to
cherry.
Pepsi
Leslie's
Max.
asking for cherry.
We can go to the cherry flavour, or we can go to that lovely lime flavour just there. So now we have 9 litres of each of those.
And those are included, all those 4 flavours?
All included, all right? So we're going to go for
normally they're extra.
the cherry.
From what I understand, they're normally extra, and so is the, I mean, apparently with most machines you said, Al, you just get a half-litre bottle.
Well, some with a 1 litre. Some with 1 litre bottle.
But this comes with an extra one.
That is what the guys at SodaStream and the buyers said.
Yes.
This is a real special bundle.
It's a really great bundle.
It really is.
And
you can buy
by the way,
extra
can I just say, we deal directly with SodaStream. There are no middlemen or women. There are no wholesalers. There's no vertical integration going on here. It's a direct connection between ShopOnTV and SodaStream. That's how we're able to give you all this extra value, basically, at such a great price.
Now pour in your syrup. Remember, the markers are there for you. You can make it a little bit sweeter, a little bit less sweet. It's entirely up to you. You make it suit you.
Oh, it reminds me of Stranger Things. That's what we're watching at the moment.
Right, it's brilliant. I can't wait for the new one to come out. So now remember, don't shake it. You simply twist like that, upside down, and then back, and that's just to mix it through. Now, in an instant, we have just made a 1 litre bottle of cherry cola. Now we could
which is probably about £1.50. No, probably about £2, right?
Do you know what? Do you ever go in now to the to some of the pubs? If you get a pint of soft drink, it's about £4.50. It's almost as expensive as actual alcohol.
Yeah. Leslie just said, what was it? What? Say that again, Leslie. About £1.69. For one individual
Yeah, 169.
bottle.
We have the receipt.
And we have
there,
the receipt there from. And I'll be straight with you. We could have gone to any supermarket. We just happen to have a Tesco Express across the street, so that's from Tesco.
But no, that was from a big Tesco, wasn't it?
Oh, that was a big Tesco.
That was from the big
really?
Tesco. I got that today
on the way
up in one in Gatwick. Now, cherry cola or cherry Pepsi, and have a look at this, okay? We're pouring this in, beautiful fizz to the level of fizz we want. A nice cold drink over ice. Makes it even better.
And if you wished to make it Irish, as they say, you could.
But you can see all of the bubbles jumping.
Yeah.
Look at that. How fab.
Yeah. Now Leslie's right. In a pub, a pint of cola.
About $4.50.
It's probably about $4.50. Yeah,
at least. And that's the thing.
I remember the days when beer used to cost less than that.
I know. There you go. Look, we still have about a little under half a litre. So if you do drink this and you want an extra bit, or you want to share this with the kids, you want to share it with your wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, absolutely fine to do that. Would you like to try that, sir?
I would. I have not really ever drunk very much cherry
I don't
cola.
like cherry flavour. It's not a thing for me. I'm going to pour a glass of this for Leslie so she can have one of those.
Do you know what? I'm a big fan of cocktail cherries, and that's what that tastes of.
Yeah.
I would sit at the end of a bar in New York and just eat the cocktail cherries until I was essentially ejected.
Yeah. You never bought a drink, did you?
No.
You just sat near the cherries.
I just come in for the cherries. That's really good.
Yeah. And that's the thing, and you're making them in an instant.
Lovely.
You're saying to yourself, what am I in the mood for?
And it's fun.
It's fun.
Let's pretend, Al, we're in the middle of binging something on Netflix or other streaming service, and you need to make a drink really quickly. To go to the fridge, get a bottle out, open the bottle or open a can, doesn't take very long, or a surprise visitor's come to join you and snuggle up on the sofa and watch along with you. Let's see how quickly we can make a drink, shall we? Go.
Say that, okay. So we would say to your guest or whoever's coming to the house, what would you like to drink? Would you like a Pepsi Max Cherry? Would you like a Pepsi Max Lime? Would you like a Pepsi Max? Would you like a 7-Up Free, perhaps? We can do any of that for you. What would you like? Okay, you'd like
Lime, I think, because we haven't done that one yet.
Okay, no problem at all. 2.
And remember, one gas canister makes up to 60 litres of drink.
And we're doing the lime this time. Now, lime is right up my street, actually, because that's one I'm going to have a taste of. I haven't tasted any yet, would you believe? Now, I like it a little bit sweeter, so I'm going to fill that to the top. Lime in the coconut?
It's a song.
Is
Put
it?
the lime in the coconut and drink it all up. No? Heard that before?
No, never heard that one. Oh, that smells good. And there we go. And that's the drink done. You're now ready to serve your friends.
So it really isn't a whole lot different to just going and popping open a bottle.
No, it's not.
The difference is that you could the size of those syrups, and again, they do not have to be refrigerated. They can be kept at room temperature. You can put them in a cupboard. You could buy, and at £5 each, roughly, depending on where you buy them, you could buy loads of different things. But you can all your mixers for your drinks. Maybe you don't drink, you know, alcoholic beverages very often. So, I mean, it's happened to me where it's been so long since I've had a beverage, an adult beverage, that I've gone to open a bottle of tonic or a bottle of something, ginger ale, and it's already gone flat. It doesn't matter with this because the drink, it's like it's in stasis.
Oh. Cheers.
There you go. Cheers.
Now, do you know where the thing of cheers came from?
No.
Why it's not proper etiquette to do that, actually.
Right.
But the reason they did that was years ago, going back because to Victorian times, maybe even before that, they were afraid that the person you were drinking was going to poison you. So you would get and go cheers and clunk. So some of your drink would go into theirs and theirs would go into yours. So if there was poison in there, it wouldn't happen. So.
Is that right? So where does the actual word cheers come from then? Do we know? You were just talking about the clunking then, not
actually, yeah, that whole, Prost. That's gorgeous. That line is
please
really,
check out.
really
If everyone checks out now, what is it? About 20% of the stock gone. Yeah. I love the etymology of words and phrases.
Yeah, I love where words came from, why we use
By the way, Christmas, this could be the perfect... Hey, Chris, I mean, listen, sorry to mention the C word, but it is coming fast. It's only 4 paychecks until Christmas. If you use PayPal Pay in 3, this will be paid off by the time it is given to the recipient.
And how
even if that recipient is you.
Yes.
Let's do another one, Al.
Well, I tell you what I want to do now. I want to treat you.
I bought you 4 tubs of ice cream.
You did, and I'm going to give you
thinking
something
that maybe wouldn't even be enough. So I think we should do some floats.
I am going to do you some floats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the lime.
Beer?
Yeah, you can. Of course you can.
Is there I mean, is there any flavour they don't do?
You can pretty much get everything.
Sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla. Okay.
That is root beer. Root beer, yeah, cream. Now it tastes. Is it cream soda?
Cream soda is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
But also, you know, if you're a caterer, this would be great because you can make loads and loads of different drinks.
Yeah.
Maybe at a wedding or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That's not even melting that much, is it?
Look at that. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Look at the fizz.
Reminds me, fizzy wizzy.
I love it when that happens. That to me, that's proper, that is.
That is
Now,
proper.
we do have safety mats underneath this that if we do get a spill.
Yes.
But Rob, sir, this is for you to try.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Oh,
you can drip. You've got the mat there, so don't worry.
Oh, God,
it's a safety mat. Your son David is on the ball tonight and got those down there. So
I'm going to wait for the ice cream to melt a little bit.
Yeah.
Good morning to Lucy.
Morning.
I can't really do much with this. She says it's 12 what? 12:53, and she's watching a bit of ShopOnTV on ITV1. Welcome, Lizzie. Thank you very much for your company.
Colin and Michelle Martin tuned in as well. Hi guys, up in Whittlesey. Colin is a musico supremo.
Oh, so. Oh, you are awful. But I like it.
But what a lovely treat to have that as well, and have the lime or the cherry flavour or the regular Pepsi Max or a 7-Up float. But the thing is that it just
don't
brings
mind
you
me.
back. And of course, don't forget your adult drinks as well. So you can do a little.
No. I only ever drink when I'm alone or with someone.
Yes, and never eat on an empty stomach.
Now, what if you drink? You can't refizz drinks because you don't. No, you don't do the syrup.
Absolutely not.
No refizzing.
Only carbonate water. That's all. Nothing else. You can do room temperature. You can do cold. It's entirely up to you. But just do that. Yeah.
Yes, because otherwise it will. It'd go everywhere.
Everywhere, and I've seen it happen.
This is so good. What flavour of?
That's the lime.
That's the lime.
Yeah.
The lime works really well with the ice cream. This is just regular soft scoop ice cream.
Yeah, and it's not particularly expensive one, but I don't think you need to because it, doesn't it bring you back? Doesn't it bring you back? Doesn't it evoke memories of childhood and those lovely summer days?
Well, my son is an American. He was born in America. And we would always, there were certain places where we'd lived, we would go to the diners. Yeah. And we would have milkshakes or we would have float. He loved a root beer float. He was mad about his root beer float. And and of course I got to live that whole Americana lifestyle with him growing up until recently. Did I mention I used to live in America?
No, you never did.
Did I?
But look, can you see the ice cream start to go down into that?
Because I'm eating it.
Yeah, but when you finish eating it, it's gone down into
and then it's a drink.
And then you can drink that. You'll have that lovely creaminess as well of it.
Would you like a float?
But the whole thing is, well, let's do. Roberta would like a float. So let's.
Roberta, Roberta is our technical lady.
I need another float glass. Where do I have
What
beside
flavour of drink would you like? Surprise her,
Watch
she
this
said.
magic of TV. Boom. There we
Yeah.
go. Okay, so let's do that. So, of course, we don't waste anything, of course, when we have these. So what we do is we use the leftovers. Well, they're not leftovers, of course, but remember the bottle is designed in such a way as well that it really is solid. So what doesn't happen is like those other bottles like these, it doesn't get squished in the middle and
What do I
doesn't
do
end
with
up
this?
going flat.
Yeah.
It ends up staying because
Yeah.
it's so solid, okay? So solid, like the crew. Here we go. And put some lovely ice cream in there. And I always find slightly softer ice cream is
Yes.
nicer. So
By the way,
soft scoop that's been just melted a little bit.
I just wanted to say, if you want to do your comparison shopping, and you want to, I mean, go have a look at Amazon, go have a look everywhere that you'd normally look. This is a deal, a steal of a deal. We have it on good authority from SodaStream themselves.
Yeah.
We've got to ask you to check out, because otherwise you will miss out. We're at nearly quarter of the stock gone.
Oh, look at that.
And I tell you what, $173.95 is the usual price if you factor in the price of the syrups and everything, all of the extra we give you in the bundle. And so that's the extra bottle and the syrups. $99.99 is our price tonight.
I have just done something by mistake and
Yes, I can smell it.
what?
No.
I actually just made that and I dipped the spoon into it and I tasted it. We're going to wash the spoon.
Yeah.
And it's actually the cherry one that's in there, and I hate cherry.
But with ice cream?
That is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
Every day you can be a kid again.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I just love the fact the money you're saving. Not only, ladies and gentlemen, come on. I've just heard actually it's even safe to use the syrup. No, hang on.
Question.
Oh, sorry, it's a question from a customer.
Yeah.
Nigel, how long in a cupboard is the shelf life of the syrup? Their bottles are about 2026.
Right, this one here gives it a lot number, and this one is the 22nd of May 2025.
Right.
So this is probably, you would get at least a year more out of them.
Yes, yes.
The pack shot one has 2026 in
yeah,
it.
some of these are display ones. They
But
may have given us ones that have a slightly shorter. Usually about 2 years.
Yeah. But
and now, is that used by or best by?
It says on it, it doesn't say, it just says a date on it. So, again, but look, you're not going to have it that long.
No, they're not.
Genuinely, you're not going to have it that long.
Let's say 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to have it that long. You're going to be getting through it a lot quicker than that.
Plus, anyway, you'll buy extra syrups you'll get brand new latest version syrups, obviously, when these are shipped. But then after that, you're going to go and buy them from either SodaStream, or when we start stocking them, you can buy them from us, or you're going to go to the supermarket, so you can check the use before date. If it says best before, then that just means that's when they're generally at their best, but you can still use them beyond that. I would imagine so with the syrup, because they don't really generally go off. They just might not taste as good if you go past the date that's on them. Yeah, I mean, so again, to recap, here's a little, may I have a cloth, please? I just wiped ice cream down my top. Thank you very much indeed. There you go. Here's a recap. Here's how you're saving money. $173.95 is the price of the bundle if you were to pay for the syrups and the extra plastic bottle separately. Remember, it's BPA free, the plastic bottle. So you're saving £74 right now as you order and check out and pay and get yours, right? The minute you have this, you are saving as well. Those 4 syrups will make 9 litres each, right? So we worked out that if you said about £3 for a 2 litre bottle, and not factoring in the gas, I mean, this is approximate, it's around £54 worth of actual beverages that you're going to get out of those 4 bottles. It could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less, depends where you buy your sodas and things like that. And again, you have to factor in the gas. We haven't done that exact equation, but you get the idea. And every time you then buy a new bottle of syrup, you get 9 litres per bottle. So that £1.69 half-litre bottle will cost you about a third of the price when you make it in the SodaStream. So if you drink a lot of these, if you do a lot of meal deals, or if you did one of these a day, 365 of these a day. Leslie, you got a calculator? 365 times 1.69, please. times 0.33. 365 equals, so that's what it costs a year. Okay, and then times 0.33. Right, so if you bought one of these every day at £1.69 for a year, it's £620 for the year. You buy the soda stream and you do what you do the syrups. It's how much? 200 and what? £204. It's I mean, that's saving you 400 quid. So that certainly buys the machine 4 times over, or it certainly buys all the extra syrups and the gas and everything else you could think of, and still saves you probably, you know, a couple hundred quid as well. So you are quids in when you have a soda stream. And the thing is, you don't have to sacrifice anything. The flavours are identical.
Yep.
This is not faux. It's not Spepsi. It's Pepsi. It's not Fleven Up, it's 7 Up. These are the real branded from those manufacturers' drinks. The same syrup that goes, in fact, if you ever go to a pub, and you know they've got those drinks, the drinks dispenser with all the buttons on it.
Syrup.
It's actually syrup, all they're separate syrups, and then it mixes the carbonated water as it pours. So do the machines where they go into a cup. So it's the same stuff. It's the identical stuff. You're not having to go for a store brand cola or drink because it's cheaper. You're getting the store brand, less than the store brand price for the full-on branded, full-fat, full-chat version.
And you're making it to suit your fizzy taste.
Yes.
And your sweetness taste.
Yes.
So if you like it a little
without
bit
the
less
storage
sweet,
complications.
Exactly, without going to the store. So if you want it a little, if you think it's a little bit too sweet for me, make it a little bit less. If you want it a bit
and
more,
how could
make
you
it
do
a bit
that?
more.
Otherwise, you can't just go, excuse me, Mr. Tesco, Mr. Sainsbury's, Mr. Aldi, I'm returning this. It's a little too sweet.
Yeah. You make it to suit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, by the way, if you've ever gone through, have you ever done this, a drive-through, and you've got just the syrup? It's disgusting.
It's just the syrup?
Sometimes that's happened to me in America. You don't, they run out, or they get the mixture wrong.
Oh wow, never.
Yeah,
knew
but
that.
I've actually had just the syrup, and it's disgusting.
Oh.
Don't drink the syrup on its own. You'll. Yeah.
No, that would be
So
nice.
I mean, this is the machine that pays for itself if you drink a lot of, and it doesn't have to be soda.
But
it could be all kinds of other drinks, and it could be all the mixers for your alcoholic drinks.
Yeah.
If you know, maybe you want tonic water. But also mocktails.
Mocktails, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And listen, it's a very stylish piece of equipment anyway to have.
It really is.
But let me just give you these stats, right? And I tell you what I've done, right? I've actually got it, because I don't want to get this wrong. I've actually screenshotted it, right?
Yeah.
So Reuters have said, right, that there, per day around the world, there are more than 1 million, right? Around the world, more than 1 million single-use plastic bottles used every single minute.
That's
every
incredible.
minute, there's 1 million of them. That works out at 1.3 billion plastic bottles are used each day around the world. Now let's just conjure with this.
That is
1.3 billion a day around the world.
1/7 of the entire population of the world.
This amounts to 40 billion a month. 40 billion of these a month. And it gets, listen to this, 481, and I'm reading, that's what I'm looking at, I'm reading because I want to get these bang on for you. 481.6 billion of them a year. Well, not of that, it could be this size, that size, all different sizes.
I mean, if it goes to landfill, I don't know if they incinerate them or what they do, but the size of that, I suppose it gets compacted down. But just the land mass to
people recycle, and people say, I recycle, I'm really good, but do all of them get recycled? I tell you one of the saddest things I've ever seen, and this is the gospel truth. There's this program Ellie introduced me to a couple of years ago, and it was about these people, 6 or 8 of them, just put on this desert island, you go there, all these different places, and they literally have to fend for themselves. And one of the women was out just coming out, and she found the shoreline, and when she got to the shoreline, this uninhabited, not one person lives on this, it was full of plastic bottles. It made me sad. Now, I'm not saying to you that you're going to save the world by using these, but
listen,
the point is,
if we all do it together,
yep.
if we all do our bit, then we can.
But the point of it is that we're all doing our little bit. There's your bottle just there. That's going to last you around 4 years. The date of when you should stop using it is on it, okay? Let me turn this so you can see SodaStream just there.
So they last about 4 years, and that's to maintain the integrity of the bottle.
Integrity of the bottle. Now, here's the thing. We know that these are really solid, okay?
Yes.
These really are a great bottle. They have to be because you're building up pressure in them, okay? What you do here is you're making the drinks on your terms.
Right.
It's each one of these, okay, and I was reading this today from SodaStream themselves. One of these can replace up to 3,000 single-use plastics in its lifetime.
In its lifetime,
in its
4
lifetime,
years.
in that 4 years. Now,
Right, that makes more sense.
That's the thing, right? And now, when you think about that, you just think how many that's saving you. But this is now a bottle you can take to work with you. Okay, so if you do like to have a soft drink or fizzy drink, fizzy water, whatever, take it to work with you.
But also, why don't people just have a SodaStream in the office?
Have a SodaStream in the office.
If you run a company, put a SodaStream in the office. You're helping the environment. You're giving people more choice, but without taking up loads of space in the fridge. You can only get so many cans or so many bottles in the fridge.
And, as I said,
it's portable.
So you can literally bring this anywhere.
The caravan.
There you go.
The motorhome.
The motorhome. The RV.
The RV, the boat.
The boat. Whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, you're having a party outside, you can bring it outside if you have the barbecue. You're having a picnic, you can bring it on as well.
A posh picnic.
A posh picnic.
Glamping.
Glamping, yeah.
I want to go glamping. I like regular camping.
Yes, I hate regular camping. I will go glamping in a 5-star hotel. Right, but
you pitch your tent in the room.
In the room. Yeah. But look, at the thing is that it looks great. It's really sustainable. Every single part of this, every single part is recyclable. You won't need to recycle this because unless you let it fall and break it and you need to do something like that. But this is something you're going to use day in, day out. Genuinely. And even if, Rob, I'm going to say, you use this every weekend because you like to have a little libation, well, that's absolutely fine.
This is a double F. Because the first double F is it's fat-free, but the second double F is it's fondue friendly.
Fondue
because
friendly.
You know when you sit around the table and you cook your own food with your fondue, you can also dispense your own drinks as well.
Yes, you can.
You don't even have to keep getting up and go into the fridge. I get about 8 cans across the top shelf of my fridge, and then that takes up all that space. Or I've got a couple of bottles in the door of the fridge. It's just a half-height fridge. And it really is just a sensational way of saving money.
It is.
And adding choice and fun into the family.
And being environmentally friendly as well. And genuinely, look we all like to do our little bit, the best we can.
Sure.
This is great. Honestly, since, and I tell you, my association with SodaStream goes back a couple of years when I worked with them before demonstrating their product. And I remember being asked to do it. And I promise you this, I was super excited, as I am tonight, to have it here on ShopOnTV.
And listen,
this is my perfect product.
I'm so glad that you've backed this from day one. We're really glad that you're here. And I have to say, this is brand new today, 8 months to get this on the air. And by the way, SodaStream wouldn't have given us, we wouldn't have taken 8 months to get onto ITV. And then they give us, a bum deal where you can just go get this anywhere for less. It's a market beating price. You're getting all that extra value. You're getting not just one 1 litre bottle, but 2. Again, they last 4 years each. You also get 4 of the syrups. You get Pepsi Max. You also get Pepsi Max Cherry, Pepsi Max Lime, and you get 7-Up as well. And obviously the machine too, plus the bottle of gas. If you have any questions before you buy, we're here, we're live. This is the purpose of doing this on television, because there's nothing Alan doesn't know about, or very little, about SodaStream. You've got a whole team of crack experts here, and me, who can answer your questions. So we want you to be happy when you purchase. Please do drop us an email if you wish to studio@shopontv.co.uk, and we'll answer that before you place your order now. The rest of you, please do check out. We're pushing for, if everyone checks out now, pushing on for 1/3 of the stock gone. We knew it would be very, very popular, this. Now, we also, while we give you a chance to order, and also Alan's got to do a little reset of everything, we also have tonight one of our other biggest selling products, and that is the Micro Munchie. One sec. Oh, well, there it is. That little device turns your microwave into a toaster and a grill. Believe it or not, it actually will produce those sort of posh coffee shop standard quality sandwiches in your microwave. Now, you're probably looking at that and thinking, there's metal in there. Well, yes, there is, but it's a special kind of metal that is microwave safe. And it actually, when this goes in your microwave, it heats up, do you know this, 200 degrees each surface. So in literally 3 to 5 minutes in your microwave, depending on the power of your microwave, you have a crunchy, browned, toasted sandwich. Or it could be a burger, or it could be bacon, or it could be fish fingers, or it could be satay chicken. You name it. If you can put it in there, you can cook it in your microwave like you would in your oven, under your grill. Now he's turning this here. You don't have to. If you've got a high power microwave, you really don't have to turn it. If you've got a lower power microwave, maybe you do. But again, suck it and see. You can stack them up as well. Now you don't cook, now bear this in mind. If he means stack them to cook, you can. Right, so you can put more than one micro munchie in the microwave at the same time, but you'd have to stack them. But bear in mind, they will take longer to cook. They really are designed to be just done one at a time. They'll certainly stack in order to store. They're very easy to clean. You take the plates out, you put everything in the dishwasher. You give it a little dishwash and you're ready to go again. But to be perfectly frank, the non-stick on those is so good that they're just as easy to wash under the tap, as you can see here. They come in blue, they come in green, they come in yellow. They are £25 each. And what we'll do is later on, we've got a show that we shot in our Manchester studio with our celebrity chef Paul Brodell. So stay tuned and we'll show you at least a clip or two of that later so you can see them in action. You can't go wrong. It is impossible to mess it up. You put the sandwich in. We always recommend that you butter the outside of the bread if you want it browner and crunchier. You don't have to. You can also use one of those oil sprays if you wish as well. The decision is entirely yours, and we have tested it with no oil or butter or fat of any kind on the outside, and it does work too. Put your filling in, close it up, put it in the microwave, 3 to 5 minutes depending on the power, and you are ready to go. You only ever put cooked meats in there. So you can cook burgers and you can cook bacon in the micro munchie, but if you were making a sandwich, you would then put the cooked meat into the sandwich. Don't put raw meat into the sandwich, if that makes sense. There's almost nothing it won't cook. We've even done asparagus. The only thing I will say it doesn't do is egg. It does cook the egg, but it's not very pretty, because it kind of just splushes everywhere. You know, you get a square kind of egg. It's not really good for egg. Unless, of course, you soak that egg into bread, and then you've got your eggy bread. You have your French toast, or as they call it in France, toast. It's honestly, I mean, we did chicken nuggets in there. They were phenomenal. I don't know if it was not satay chicken. Oh, I can't remember. It was some kind of it was a Korean style chicken. Brilliant in there. Fish fingers. You get 4 fish fingers perfectly across there. You can, hash browns we did. We did potato waffles in there. They come out perfect as well. You can do sweet as well as savoury. So you could do PB&J if you want to. You could do banana and, I don't know, Nutella, something along those lines. Be as fiendish or as healthy as you wish. It's entirely up to you. You can do regular sized bread, thin slice, or you can do your thick doorstep as well, because the band expands. You can even put, Alan did a show, and you put, what was the name of that burger that you put in there?
Rustler.
The Rustler, even fits a Rustler burger. Now, if you put a burger in, it will compress it, obviously, so it'll be a slightly flatter burger, but it'll taste great. And when it goes in your stomach, it's going to be churned up into little pieces anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Blue is already limited stock. We were going to do another show on this, but we're waiting for the manufacturer to make more and to send them over to us, which is going to take a little while. So at the moment, we are very low in stock. And which one was limited again? The blue. The blue is now limited. We've got less than 10% of our stock remaining. Actually, just single figures on the blue. So if you want the blue, then please get it now. Everyone with a microwave should have these. You can prepare your sandwiches or whatever your lunch might be, pop it in your bag, take it to work with you, and just microwave it at work. They come out crunchy. They come out browned. They come out with the griddle marks from the microwave. It's some kind of alchemy or voodoo, I'm sure, as to how those work. But it's a sort of, it's a luminized steel, apparently. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll demonstrate that fully later if we have time. Also, my other favourite kitchen gadget that we have from WHS is this superb chopper. I have to say, I saw a lower quality knockoff on Instagram, but I loved the idea of it. This takes the mandolin slicer to a whole new level because it has a hopper on the back and your fingers never ever come anywhere near the blade. And that means you can slice from 1 millimetre, it actually goes from 1 all the way up to 8 millimetre thickness. You can also use these additional knobs on the back, which will allow you to julienne. So you can make your own hash browns, you can make salads, you can make coleslaw, you can make potato salad. If you take something that you've sliced and put it back into the machine, it will then dice it. It's almost like I've seen this video before. Actually, I genuinely didn't know that was going to work out, but it did. It could be your lemons for your drinks to go in your soda stream drink. It's finger safe and it's so quick. Again, you can make all of those sorts of foods on demand. Here is our website, ladies and gentlemen, and we've had a special update to our software, so now we can see the whole web page. So we're Shop on TV tonight, not Hop on TV. Sometimes we're up on TV. We've also got these amazing stretch lids as well. This is the lid that fits, washable and reusable, $34.99. Those are in stock and you get a whole kit of those, 12 pieces in total. And they're great to go into the fridge, they're great to go into the freezer, and they will fit on all kinds of weird shaped dishes and whatnot, as well as your standard oblong and round. Okay, well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go back to SodaStream. Yes, the one, the only, the real, the genuine, the original SodaStream. Soda. It's here, and this is the art model. So cool because of its beautiful Art Deco lines. Yeah. It's stylish, it's sophisticated, it's upmarket, it's posh. Posh. You know where posh comes from, of course.
Yeah, port out, starboard home.
That's right, yeah, yeah. For all them sailors out there. Thank you for all your emails. Who emailed again, Leslie? Roy! Hello, Roy. He was correcting us on where Cheers came from. It's an urban myth, what you just said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He said the origin was to... Stop telling me what it is. Oh, it's really long. It's something created a few years ago by someone online, that myth.
No, the clunking.
The clunking.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Anyway,
Well,
I like
anyway,
it.
Thank you, Roy. We don't have time to read it all out. It comes from what now? The French word for face. It's an expression of happiness, apparently.
Yeah. Thanks, Roy.
I thought face. What's face? Share. I'll just get an iPad next time, and then we could do all this without having to. But thank you, Roy. We do appreciate it. We like to save the budget so that we can pass the savings on to our customers. All right, let's go. Here we go. Round 2 of SodaStream, ladies and gentlemen.
So I want to kind of just go back and do what we said earlier. So for people who just joined us, and look, you know, we all know that hydration is an important thing, okay? Yes. We need to drink lots of water. Now, whatever way we shake this down here, whatever we make, we are drinking water, okay? We're drinking water.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people will argue saying, well, I'm not really sure, I'm not a big fan of soft drinks.
Right.
Fine.
Yeah.
No worries. Just use it to make fizzy water. But a lot of people do love their soft drinks. Yeah. As do I do. I'm a big fan, especially with my dinner.
But I remember when I was a kid, and my nan and granddad had what do they call it? A seltzer maker or something, where you screwed the little bottles of gas in, and I mean, probably one of those is 30, 40 quid for a nice one.
Yeah, that's the little you go, I know the one. Yeah. So let's say, for instance, if we are wanting to drink water, or there's nothing else in the house, even if we try to, what I say, zhuzh up a little bit of water and put some lemon and put some lime into it.
Or polish a...
Yeah. Now, water is water, okay? But let's face it, when you're eating dinner, I don't think it washes down the goodness of your dinner quite the same. Now,
it's a fine 2024 tap.
Yes. Yeah. Now, I do drink a lot of water. I genuinely do straight up water. But I will drink 3 or 4 glasses of fizz a day as well. Yeah. From my SodaStream, I genuinely adore my SodaStream. Yeah. I can't tell you how much I love it. Now, that's water. We know H2O, it's good for us. We know that.
Have you heard about the problems with water and dihydrogen monoxide?
No.
Yeah, there's a really serious problem with dihydrogen monoxide.
What is
I'm being serious.
No, what is that? I don't know.
Well, people are afraid to drink it.
Right.
Dihydrogen monoxide, yeah.
And it's in water?
It is water. Dihydrogen, 2 hydrogens,
Right.
H2, and monoxide, 1 oxide, O, H2O.
Oh, right.
It's the chemical name for water.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But Penn and Teller went around asking people on the street, would you drink dihydrogen monoxide?
And they said no.
And they said absolutely no.
Oh, I get you now. Sorry.
So I was Penn and Tellering you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, back to
Yeah, can you tell her someone else, please? Because I wasn't really interested. Do you like that?
That's very good.
That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now, let's get the same dihydrogen
monoxide.
Okay, this same here. This is water, agua, ishka in Ireland, right? It's all of that, okay, from this bottle. Now, what we have is we have our SodaStream art just here, and I'm going to talk you around it very quickly.
Yes.
Looks great. Have a look at the way it comes down at an angle, so it looks good. This is why it's called the art. It has the handle to release that gas through this little pin just here. Okay, this in here, the white bit you see is what grabs onto the top of the bottle, and this is your bottle guard just here. So what we do is when we get ours at home, we simply grab hold of the back, open it up, and you will have in the box this here.
Can you buy extra ones? So when one runs out, you don't have to go refill it. You could just have an extra one to stick in.
That's a really good idea, okay? And I normally say that as well, because basically with this just here, what will happen is, by the way, if you just look here, there's the little QR code that you do there for your nearest stockist, okay? So that'll tell you when to.
Do they refill the bottle or just give you a new one and take the empty?
You get the new one. So you will go in, if it's in the supermarket, you will just pick up one in the box, bring this with you, then the lady or gentleman or the machine, which I hate going to, you will scan the new box and then scan this. And the code is different. That's on that. You'll see the
QR code?
No. Where's the barcode on this?
Just by your finger.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's just up there. Look, I was looking at the bottom. So there's the barcode. Barcode that it knows and takes a tenner off.
Oh,
price,
right.
Okay? So that encourages you to go and to do that recycling thing. Okay.
Isn't it about £12 each?
Yeah, about 12. The last time I checked, about
£12 after the tenner off.
After the tenner off.
After the tenner off. Right.
Now, here's the thing, right? Is that when you get this, take the top off. There's a little pink cap on the top, and all we do is simply pop it in there.
Poppity pop.
And sit in. You don't twisting or anything like that. Put your hand here.
Look at that.
Push it down. Put the back on.
Proof.
And it's that easy. Now let's go from the plain water, which we all know is important, that we're drinking. But this here is 1 litre of water. Okay, that we're
you could take this camping with you. I mean, you really could.
Up and in, okay?
Up and in.
Always check that it's there, right? And it is floating.
Yes.
Now, standard fizz is 3 of these. Have a listen to the noise. 1, 2,
when it pfs, you know that's when
and
it's
3.
stopped. Yeah.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
Now, if you want extra, you can make it a little bit fizzier if you want. There's nothing stopping you. It's your bottle, but don't go overboard. You don't want to overdo it.
7 or 8 max.
Yeah. Okay. Now, catch it, pull it forward, and you will see those bubbles starting to lift.
Yeah.
Now, we went from a plain old glass of water, which again, I keep on saying I know is important because there's people at home going, yeah, but water's good for you. I know that it is. Pop in some ice.
It's still water. It's just
still
fizzy.
water. It's
Actually,
just fizzy.
I believe you will drink more water if it's fizzy. It tastes
100%.
better. It tastes better.
Now, I'm going to tell
and
you
it fills
that
you up. It's great if you're on a diet. Trust me, that's my little trick.
I can't remember the exact percentage, but it's a massive percentage of what we taste is through smell. Remember when years ago, right, when Mum and Dad used to give us cod liver oil and you'd hold your nose so you didn't taste it? Because you don't taste if you hold your nose.
Well, your tongue can only detect 4 different types of sweet, sour, something and something else.
If you're going to drink this, bring this to as if you're drinking it and smell, get the aroma. You will be able to smell. You will smell
80 to 90%.
80 to 90%. There you go.
Yes, yeah.
You will get the smell, so we will give you a little bit of a taste in it, okay? So you can taste that little bit of lemon and lime in there. Now, let's take that away from you.
Love it. I drink on average 1 to 2 litres of soda water every day.
Now, do the very same. Now, remember what's happening here is that carbonation's coming up, getting those oils and firing it up.
Oh, God, yeah.
Much,
I'll be honest, I was smelling that and I couldn't really smell anything. I'd forgotten you give me the plain water. This is a whole new...
taste that. And tell me that doesn't taste a lot stronger. Right?
I love it.
We're still drinking water, folks. We're still drinking water.
Yeah.
But instead of
it's better water.
There you go. It's going to wash down. It's going to quench your thirst better. Now, should you be that person who loves to have a little treat for themselves and wants to have a Pepsi Max?
Yep.
Well, because what we've already done is with this 1 litre bottle, we've just given mum or dad, or brother or sister, a glass of fizzy water with some lemon and lime in it. They're happy, they're delighted. They're
what I love is when you buy these, you have to go out. You actually have to go out and buy syrups, or sometimes maybe you get one syrup and then it's not necessarily the flavour you want. Here you get 4. You get all 4 of those included as a complimentary gift. Pepsi Max Cherry, Pepsi Max Lime, and 7-Up. They're included at no additional charge.
Now, Rob, what we have now is we have now made the remaining fizzy water. We've given someone a glass of carbonated water. We've now changed the rest of it into our, well, you know, look, you've got those 4 flavours.
Max.
Okay? So in this case, we've done it into Pepsi Max.
Yes.
Now, what we will do is we'll do the very same thing again that we did with the plain water and the fizzy water. We'll put some ice, we'll put some lemon, and we'll put some lime in there as well.
I can't believe I asked for a glass of water before we came on air.
I know you did.
I didn't think that all the way through, did I?
No.
Do you know, I do have some moments where I'm absolutely thick as a whale sandwich.
Now, check that out. Look at that.
That's a fresh bottle of cola.
Now, check that out, okay? So now we have went from this to this to this. But now, could you pass me one of those Sunday glasses, please?
Sure.
I know it is Monday.
We're out Sunday. We've only got Monday glasses.
Monday glass will do. So now what we've done is we've got mum and dad, or you know, the kids happy because they've got the drinks that they want. But now, of course, we've got some left over. Now, the great thing about this is that the lid on this has been designed, especially designed and patented. It's got an by the guys at SodaStream, which, by the way, is owned by PepsiCo now. That's how big it is.
That explains a lot.
That explains a lot. The biggest manufacturer of carbonated drinks, of you know, a machine that does it.
Yes.
So when we put
do you know
this
where
on,
Pepsi gets its name from?
I do not.
It was actually, it's either, I think it's dyspepsia or Pepsi. It was originally sold as a tonic to ail the stomach.
There you go. So now what we have got, we don't have to drink this, we can keep it. This bottle is solid. It's not going to end up like this just here, okay? All squishy and horrible and flat. We all know that you open these and they're great. You think, well, these are only £2, and this one was £1.69. This one here tonight, okay. Every time you open it, goes, all the fizz comes out because it's squishy.
And it takes up room in the fridge, or if you store it out of the fridge, which I hate, because then you've got to use a ton of ice and it dilutes it down.
Well, the minute you put warm soda over ice, the fizz goes whoosh. So the kids will drink it, they'll put it back in squished, or my wife does it and it goes mad. But you end up, it's flat and it's no good, and you end up pouring it down the sink. How many times you've done it? We've all done it.
And we reckon about £3 on average.
About £3. This here is a solid bottle. The cap has been designed in such a way to keep that fizz in. So even if it's later tonight or tomorrow or the next day, you will go back to this and this will still have its fizz in it. Okay, that's important to know. But we don't want to wait that long, because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the remainder of this just here. I'm going to pour this in to a Sunday glass.
Please do check out. We're really massively busy. Many of you have this in your basket. I just want to say, in case you don't realise this, a lot of people don't necessarily realise this, just because it's in your basket doesn't mean that it reserves one for you and keeps it safe for when you decide to come back and buy it.
A quenelle of ice cream.
Lovely. 2 scoops for me. It's taken us 8 months to get this in, negotiating the prices and everything with SodaStream directly. But you've got to check out to get it. It will be literally sent to you, dispatched to you on Tuesday morning. And then you too can not only be making creative and interesting drinks, but also saving money. We'll go over the savings again in a minute. It's 146556. It's a genuine SodaStream. It is the art version, with the extra litre water bottle and the 4 syrups, all included at no additional charge. Normally, you would pay for all of that package £173.95 at standard SodaStream prices. And we have it tonight with a massive saving, £74 approximately, almost exactly, off at just $99.99. And yes, if you want to spread the cost over 3 months interest-free, you can do so by using PayPal Pay in 3, $35.31 a month times 3. First instalment today, a month from today, the second, and 2 months from today, the third. Now, unfortunately, the only little bit of slightly sort of bad news I suppose I've got is that we can only ship this currently to the UK mainland because of the gas bottle, because it can't go in a plane. And he's bought 3.
Go, Andy.
He's bought 1 for home.
1 for home.
1 for his son, who drinks gallons of pop, and 1 for his work as well. Do you know, my son's... Oh, hang on. Elaine wants me to wake Tony up. All right, Tony! Tony, come on. Elaine, the missus wants a soda stream before they sell out. Come on now. Got to hurry up. So my son's mum's partner drinks 2 litres of Diet Cola a day. Is that right? More. 4... Really? 4 litres of Diet Cola a day. Ishk. And actually, Leslie's partner drinks 8 cans of a branded cola a day. Except now it's the new healthy cola because I switched him over to the new healthy cola that I drink, which you can get all the healthy stuff with the SodaStream as well, of course. But so a can of Coke is £1. So Zach's spending at least £1 a day.
Mm-hmm. £8 a day.
Sorry, at least £8 a day. That's right. I mean, 2 litres we reckon is about £3. So say in America, say about $3. So $12 a day for my son's mother's partner. That's no longer me, by the way, in case you were trying. Okay, I haven't figured that out already. So, you know, it adds up. And a lot of people do drink an awful lot of soda. So just remember this. Here are the stats. Each of those bottles of syrup will make 9 litres of fully fledged drink, whatever that drink flavour happens to be, depending on the syrup that you buy, or obviously the syrups that you've got. 9 litres. There are 4 of them, right? So that's 36 times 3, 54. It's roughly £54 worth of drink. Now, what I'm going to have to work out is 60 litres. What's 60 divided by 12? 5, right? £5. No, that can't be right. Because you get 60 litres with 1 bottle of gas, which is £12. It's not £5 a litre for the gas, that's not right.
50p.
50p, right, okay. So there's the thing. I told you my maths was bad. I literally am dyslexic when it comes to numbers. So yes, I should have done it the other way around. So it's 50p plus what? 20p. It's 20p. Apparently, I don't know why, but I'm being told it's 20p per 12 divided by 60. That's what. So it's 20p per gas. Whatever you call it, excretion. So it's still this £1.69 in that from Tesco. We've got the receipt right there for a ½ litre. So if it's 20, Leslie, you're gonna have to work out what the gas costs per litre though. Is that what it is? 20p per litre. 20p per litre. So 9 litres, so 54. So about £56 worth of drink we're giving you, included in the package.
That's great, isn't it?
I got there in the end, Alan. I know it took about 18 days, sorry.
I know, I'm glad I didn't become part of it because I would have made it worse.
Yeah. Well, anywho, and you save £74 and 96 pence.
Saving money is important, Rob, but what it is the convenience of having it, the environmental thing that you have. They really are pushing for change, I should say.
The other thing's very different.
Yeah. You know, they really do want to change things, and that's why everything, even when you're finished your gas bottle, and you had a great idea earlier, buy an extra gas bottle, so when this one ends, because the thing is when you finish one of these, remember up to 60 litres, now you could get more. If you just use 2 presses of gas, now you will get more. If you use 1, if you like it less carbonated, if you want it more, it'll be less.
So it's all based, our figures are all based on three
of them.
We had an interesting question. Somebody is buying this, thinking about buying this and moving to the EU.
Yeah.
Can you, Keith in Romford, can you buy these and the syrups in Europe?
Yes, 46 countries they're in, and 90,000 stores. So there you go.
That'd be a yes then, Keith. Yeah, so you could. And the great thing is, because it doesn't require any electricity, you don't have to worry about voltage or plugs.
Yeah,
you can literally take it anywhere in the world with you.
I think it's a real steal here at 99 quid, 99 to have this. So even this here, so what you do with this is how it is environmentally friendly. This is when this ends, you said get a second bottle. Brilliant idea, because then you don't get upset, because when you do,
you don't have to go refill it before you can keep making drinks.
When it runs out, you go, oh, I'm not going to the shop again till Tuesday, and you have to wait till Tuesday. And then you go and you go, I forgot the SodaStream bottle.
Yes.
So have 2, then put it in then at your leisure, okay? Yes. I'm going to say to you that 90 litres, if you make, get this, up to 60 litres with this, right? Yeah. If you make 2 litres of this a day, there's a month's worth. Okay.
Oh, that's a good
if
way
you
to
make
look at
2
it.
of these a day.
Yeah.
If you make 1 of these a day, 2 months worth.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a way to look at this
And
as well.
some people do go through a 2-litre bottle of something a day.
Something a day.
So,
it's
and
a
again,
month's
£12.
worth.
Okay. I mean,
12
just
quid, 12,
about 12. Again, it
12.
will vary depending on where you go.
You bring the empty one back
Yeah.
and you give it to the lady or gent at the supermarket when you give them the new one in the box, and they send this back. It gets cleaned, it gets done, it gets refilled by SodaStream, and then the next time you go in, then you do the same.
Here's a question for you. Is that the only size of syrups as well?
Yes, that I know of, yes.
Okay, fine,
yes.
fine.
Yes.
So the point I'm trying to make is they don't take up a lot of space.
No.
You could get a ton of those. Now, it's not just the sodas, but also it's your mixers as well. Tonic water, soda water. What are the other ones? Ginger ale, cream soda, all of those sorts of things that you put in your adult beverages.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are loads more as well.
You can even, okay, because I am an aficionado on SodaStream and I use it a lot, you can go to certain places and you can order very extravagant flavours and exotic flavours as well that will be dispatched from other countries that you don't get in the UK.
Really? It's like a club.
Yes. Yes.
They do have some, by the way, if you go to SodaStream's website, they do have some exotic recipes there as well, including a soda water cake. Ooh. Now, here's the other thing, and not in any way to sort of take business away from SodaStream, but you can use your own cordials in there as well. She does that. She has her fizzy drinks. You can buy a bottle of the store, lime cordial, orange cordial, whatever, anything you like, really. You can pretty much fizz anything, can't you?
Yeah, because you can buy these organic stuff now. You will see some of the really kind of organic, really cool ones, are available from SodaStream as well. But you do get these new Fandangly, Dandelion, and Bird Dogs. Yeah.
Well, as I said, you can literally buy small bottles, essence of fruits. They're the sort of like the essential oils from fruits, and a couple of drops in one of those. And as I say, that in America they sell cans of that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's again, you're still paying for the can. It's whereas you can do it at home. So, and also I'm sure if you went to Amazon or any of the other big online stores, there's so much choice. But the fact is that if you wanted to have those 4 drinks, right, are going to take up 9 litres. So if you bought 9 litres, so that's 4.5 of those times 4, so that's 16 2-litre bottles. I mean, that's gonna, Plus, by the time you get around to drinking it, it might be flat. Certainly, if you've opened it. I refuse to have
those. I refuse to have them.
And all the plastic as well that you're chucking it away.
Yeah.
Those, and it just means you can make drinks on demand. You can, and you don't have to have a whole bottle of this in the fridge to have 1 glass of Pepsi, or 1 glass of 7-Up, or even a couple of glasses. And maybe in the middle of the night you just go, hang on, I'm sitting watching my thing. I've watched one film and I was in a Pepsi mood. Now I'm watching another film, I'm in a 7-Up mood. Or I'm in a something else mood.
Yeah.
Or you change your drink. If you have a party, a barbecue, an outdoor event, a picnic, a wedding, anything like that, have the SodaStream. People can make and choose and make their own drinks in a bespoke fashion as needed, on demand, at a fraction of the cost that it would be to buy the big bottles, even the small bottles, and the cans. It just pays for itself over and over and over again. I never even thought about that. What's this here?
Orange. You can get
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
I love me some Mountain Dew.
You can get some Schwip
Schwip,
which is the one I told you
Root
about.
beer.
So that is cola and orange. It's called Schwip. That's the exotic one I told you about.
The American
7-Up. You can get Schwip
we don't have
Zero.
Mountain Dew in the UK, do we?
Many different flavours.
We do. Yeah.
So just by putting it in there, you'll find loads and loads of different flavours.
I used to, when I go to Busch Gardens, they have a Mountain Dew fountain. A Mountain Dew fountain. Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, no end of flavours. Look at all diet root beer.
Oh, can I see?
There you go. Look, have a look at that. So cherry cola, diet cola, all these different flavours are available. So don't please think that.
And you get full sugar diet. Oh, diet tonic.
Yeah.
Diet energy. You can even do your energy drinks.
Yep. So you
diet
can, and the point is that you don't have to. We're just giving you 4
diet ginger ale, diet.
You
Dr.
can go for what you want.
Oh, Dr. Pete. That was
Dr. Pete. Yes.
Diet orange, diet lime, fountain mist, diet cola.
Many flavors. And the point is that I'm just saying to everybody at home that, look, don't think you're confined to the 4 flavors. We're just giving you 4 flavors.
I bet there are hundreds of flavors.
No end of them. And it's that Shrimp Shop is the one I was talking about.
This is just to get you started.
Just to get you started.
146 556. Are we ready for a switcheroo time?
Yes, of course we're ready to go. Yeah.
So that means, ladies and gentlemen, we did promise that is that right, Leslie, producer, that we're going to Micro Munchie? Is that right? Or are we carrying on with... We're going to do a few more drinks first.
Let's do that, okay. So what I was saying earlier on, Rob, was we're talking about the environmental impact, or the non-environmental impact of this and what it can change.
The low
in its lifetime, low carbon. In its lifetime, this bottle here, around 4 years is what you would have this for. It will have a date on it to have it best before, and that's just for the integrity of the bottle. This can save up to 3,000 of these in its lifetime, okay? So no landfill. So every part of this machine is recyclable, okay? Not that you will recycle this, of course, because of course you know that nothing's going to happen. You're not going to break it, okay?
Can I just say, whoever decided to put ice cream inside of a soda
is genius.
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 So everything gets better.
Plain water from the tap. You can use water that is from a bottle. You can use distilled water, filtered water. If you have one of those fancy taps, you can use that. So all we need to do is fill it to the line just here, okay?
You said you can use tap water, did you?
Yes, you can. Tap water is what you use.
I never drink out the tap.
But you can use, you know, if you have one of those fancy taps, you can use that.
Yeah.
So what we do is we put this in here, push it up, and push it back, okay? And that's it, okay? That is now in. It is floating. It should be off the bottom just there like that. Now this handle here, and this is part of this being the art, which of course is very arty, very beautiful. It's a lovely looking unit. What we do is we go 1, 2, and 3. Did you hear that little psh? That means that is a standard amount, okay?
Yes.
Of that. You can hold it down and just do it all in one if you wanted to till you hear that sound. If you want less fizz, do 2. Do 1. If you want more fizz, do 4, do 5, whatever it is you want. An extra bit of fizz.
It's really all in the physics.
So in the love it. So do you know when you get, from me, a fizzy drink and it's really warm and the good weather's coming again apparently, and you get this and you put it to your mouth and you drink it down and it gives you, I always call it, I don't know, the way it cuts your throat. It's like inside it just goes, oh, and you can feel it just.
The throat feel, as they call it in America. Yeah.
Love it. Okay, I love that. So an extra fizz
by the way,
it
doesn't matter whether the hot weather's coming or not. We've all got to drink water.
I'm going to drink.
I promise you, I swear to you, my son's right over there, he'll confirm this if you want to ask him. I always drink carbonated water. I actually buy soda water, and you can get soda water mixes for this because it fills you up, you eat less. Now, I know at the moment I've gained weight a lot. It's holiday weight from about the last 8 years. But when I do drop weight, and when I do, I really do drop weight. I lost 8 stone a few years back. I found it again, unfortunately. But when I did, this was the saviour because it fills you up, it reduces, I found, hunger cravings, hunger pangs, and it hydrated me as well at the same time. So I also felt better.
Yeah.
It's just, whereas regular water, unless I am dying of thirst, that's the only time I'll drink a really cold glass of regular or what do you call it, still water.
Yeah.
I was in a restaurant where I did a little experiment. And I looked at the water, and I waited about half an hour, and then I looked at it again, and you know what? It was still water.
Very funny. Yeah. The cap, by the way, is your measuring gauge as well. What you have is there for half a litre. There's little markers in many languages as well. So half a litre just there. It's hard to see it. Then it's up here is sweet, and then sweeter again up here.
You can even adjust the sweetness to your liking.
That's the thing.
You can't buy different cans or bottles.
No, you cannot.
You can't buy like a slightly less sweet or a slightly more sweet.
And those lines out here, you can see them inside as well. So when you're pouring, you can see it
perfectly. And can you buy the ones that have got the sugar in if you want?
You can, absolutely.
So they can be fully sugared.
Fully sugared if you want.
Or they can be sugar-free.
Yeah, you get what you want. We've just been giving you the max versions and the sugar-free versions. Now, there we go. So that is now just over a litre. It is, once you have that now, it's 10 to 2. It's calorie-free anyway. So now we have a litre, just over a litre of beautifully fizzy 7-Up free. Now, the great thing about this is that if you are thirsty, you can bring this to bed with you and have it beside the bed.
Is there 7-Up in there?
Yes.
Oh, it's because you said it was 7-Up free.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of ironic.
Yeah.
See?
You're on fire tonight.
Oh, really? Well, something is.
Yeah. So again, a little bit of ice in here.
If you lived in a bed set, you could have this next to your bed. You could literally wake up in. What about iced coffees and things like that? A carbonated iced coffee might be quite nice.
Well, it would. Now.
So the question from who is it? Paul in West Ham. Hi, Paul. He never drinks tap water either. You can use mineral water. If you've got a filter, you can use it out the jug.
You can use a Brita water filter.
Even, yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Bottled
Anything
water
at
from
all.
the shop.
As long as it's not pre-carbonated water,
Yeah.
You can use that. Even if you've got one of those fancy taps that people spend money on to get water. It's
Yeah, there's one that you can actually have plumbed in, can't
yeah.
you? Yeah.
Now, again, just check this out. This is the 7-Up sugar-free. Okay, again.
Remember, you just don't ever put the syrup in first, because that syrup will create a. It will, well, basically, you know when you open a bottle of cola and it fizzes, and if you've shaken,
put your hand there like that for me.
Yeah.
And as I pour, feel the little bubbles coming out of this. Can you feel them jumping onto your hand?
I can feel the bubbles.
It's lovely.
I feel like I'm in a Pepsi commercial.
How very lovely that is.
Not the one with Michael
in
Jackson.
Seconds, what we've done is we've made this refreshing, beautiful.
You get the kids as well to drink more water with carbonated water.
That's beautiful.
But some adults, I am terrible. Do you know, they say the actual amount of water, the eight glasses a day is absolute rubbish, apparently. It's a lot more than that. It's something like you take however many pounds you are in weight and you drink that in fluid ounces or something. That's an American thing. But I know I had to drink when I'm this kind of weight, about a gallon of water a day. I don't know what that is in litres, but it's probably about, what's a gallon? About 3 or 4 litres, I think.
It's a lot.
5 litres, yeah. So I had to drink 5 litres of water a day to get, yeah.
That is so good. That is so good. But also remember, you do get, when you get the little book of words inside this too, they will give you lots of little QR codes that you can put your camera to, and it'll tell you all about it. And give
the website, they've got a great
and
blog.
a great website.
They have such an amazing, the company, it's an incredible company with an enormous amount of support, over
1903.
121
years. Royalty were the first people to use it. In fact,
was it Britain or America that it was invented? Because you said Queen Victoria, so
Queen Victoria's a big fan of it. Yes.
But would it have come across from America in those days? I don't know if it would have done.
Do you know? I don't know.
I always think of it as an American innovation.
No.
We'll have a little look. We'll look it up. We'll look it up.
But 1903 has been a long time, and we all know the word, the name SodaStream. It's synonymous.
It's in the vernacular, isn't it?
Yes.
And this is not a knockoff. It's not a SodaStream. It's a real, genuine SodaStream. And actually, they, as a company, they provide over 1.5 billion litres of homemade sparkling water worldwide.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of water.
And that is a lot. I mean, I know it's nothing in comparison to the amount of these that we throw away, but what a dent in it that is.
Well, apparently, SodaStream has led to a 63% increase in hydration rates of those, because people just, we don't drink enough water. Also, it's crucial if you are trying to lose weight, because what happens is, and I'm not an expert, I'm not a doctor, but I will say this, I know this because I've watched so many videos on it from real doctors and nutritionists. If you don't drink enough water, then your body knows it's not getting enough water, so it holds on to as much water as it can, because otherwise you die, quite simply. So when you drink the correct amount of water, the first thing that your body will do once it realises it's getting enough is it will flush the old water out. And then as long as you maintain that level of hydration, and it's so important for the kidneys as well, for your kidney health, that you drink enough water, as well as every other part of your body. We are something like 75% water, and if we don't drink enough, it's actually incredibly poor for our health. And lots of doctors, physicians and people, nutritionists and such around the world who are of note have told me, or I've read articles where they've said, if there's one thing you could do to improve your health now, today, it is drink more water.
And a lot of the time when we think we're hungry, we're actually thirsty.
Yes, that's a very good point. Very good point, actually.
Drink a pint of water 20 minutes before your dinner. That's what you're supposed to do as well.
Yeah, I do that with apple cider vinegar.
Ah, great.
146, no, sorry, I was going to say 146, that's the item number, sorry. 146556. This is the art model of SodaStream. You get, remember, of course, the extra water bottle. You get 2 instead of just with the 1, and you get the 4 water syrups. You get Pepsi Max, Pepsi Max Cherry, Pepsi Max Lime, and 7-Up included as well, and the water bottle, plus all the instructions. And this is just the beginning of your SodaStream journey. Also, if you want to spread the cost over 3 months interest-free, then PayPal is available, $35.31 a month, or you can put the $99.99 on your credit or debit card right now, either over the phone at 03333 241 241 or through our website shopontv.co.uk. Remember, Shop on TV is your late night shopping show. We are a partnership with ITV, so we've, well, these big brands, this is just the beginning. We said they were coming, ladies and gentlemen, and boy, are they coming in their droves. SodaStream, the genuine, the original, the authentic SodaStream, guaranteed. And remember, we wouldn't be able to put this on ITV if it was just some cheap knockoff from some other country in the world. This is the real thing. It's the real deal, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. So get yours now, check out, pay for it, because if you don't, then you won't own it. We're not going to ship it until you've paid for it. And if it's in your basket, then it's not on reserve, it's not on hold, it's not protected. If somebody else goes to pay and that's all the stock that's left in your basket, guess what? You miss out. So look, what is there to think about? The minute you buy it, if you drink a lot of soda or a lot of mixers with other drinks that you may imbibe, and if you certainly you drink water, you have to drink water. We'll make the water more interesting. Give yourself an incentive to do one of the healthiest things you can do, which is hydrate. And you can do all of that and save a ton of money, not only on the machine by buying it now because of the saving and the roughly 56, we worked out £56 worth equivalent of buying drinks in either bottle or can form that come included in the pack with the syrups and the gas, but also the minute you own this, you can stop buying the bottles, you can stop buying the cans, you can stop wasting money, you can stop wasting the drink as well if you don't use it all and it goes off or it loses its fizz and you throw it away. How many times have you chucked a bottle of cola down the sink? I know I've done it many, many, many times. Too many to mention. This also gives you added variety. You can have, for a fraction of the cost of what these big things cost you, or even these little things cost you, you can have multiple syrups. You can use your own cordials as well if you want, and you can have extra variety in what you drink without having to have a new bottle every time you want a different flavour. You make the drinks on demand as you need them, as you want them, as you desire them, even mid-flow. I mean, look, we all change our drinks up sometimes, even in the same night. Once you've got the SodaStream, you have versatility, you have affordability, you have cost saving, you have quality as well, because all the syrups are the real deal. These are the real Pepsi, the same syrup you get if you bought it in a can or a bottle or in a pub. And you have the ability to enjoy a beverage of your choosing at your convenience, on tap, quite literally, with just a few simple presses of a button or a lever on an incredibly elegant kitchen or addition to your kitchen ensemble. I couldn't think of the word. So please do yourself a favour. If you want it, check out. If you don't, and then you won't get it. But if you want it, check out. That's my advice. Right, we did promise, lots of people have been asking, can we see a demonstration of the Micro Munchie, please, please, please? So here is a clip from a show that Matt McNamara presented with our celebrity chef, Paul Brodell, from our Manchester studio. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, and the thing you should definitely get right away, Micro Munchie.
Look at this, I can't wait. A picture paints 1,000 words. True. Look at this, you put it in the microwave for 3 to 5 minutes, and look at this, out comes a delicious, amazing toasted sandwich. It really is fantastic. It's going to take all your different types of bread, just wonderful. And look at that, even your bagels I've been doing in it too. But look at what you've got here. Oh, classic.
Oh, Paul,
wonderful.
You've gone back to basics.
Oh, look at that.
Classic.
The onion, the cheese, the smell, the flavour is just so gorgeous. Wait until you try this. It's just beautiful.
Should we have a go?
It is a very hot, but
let's get in there. Oh my word. Oh,
chicken, ham, onion, and mozzarella.
oh my goodness me.
That is absolutely divine.
Sorry for speaking with my mouth full.
But do you know what? It really does take seconds. Okay, so here.
So this is space age technology inside, isn't it? Because normally
It certainly is.
we think, hang on, is there metal going into my microwave? I've been told not to put metal into my microwave. Well, it's silicon on the outer and the aluminized steel on the inside. Space age technology,
Exactly.
meaning that you can do that. Is that right?
So in here I've got our brisket, our chili cheese, and we got our tomato in there as well, and our basil. You just pop that on there like so. A bit of butter on the outside because that does really make it, but also I find that that spray oil works well as well. So if you are conscious that you don't want to use too much butter, and then literally all you do is put it in there between 3 and 5 minutes.
And we've also got tuna, red onion and sweet corn. What else have we got here, Paul? What
We
else
have got
is going on?
so many. We've got our tuna melts, we've got our mozzarella and basil.
Yeah, lovely. For the vegetarians among
We
us.
certainly have. We've got our brisket with burger sauce and cheese and tomato.
Okay, there it is.
As
So
well,
there's
we've
your
even
brisket,
got a
burger sauce.
Exactly. And then we've got our brioche one here.
Yeah.
You're only limited by your imagination.
So we're looking at, so you put items in that are all cooked already so far. We'll talk about putting other items in due course, won't we, Paul? But
certainly will.
all of these have been cooked already. So you've got your cheese, your tuna, your vegetarian option with your cheeses maybe, your brisket already cooked, and
That's
then
right.
another lovely Italian style inspired one there.
So
what have you
we've
got here with your
chili,
spicy
cheese and beef and veggies. And again,
Oh, and it's
all
so
just
easy.
flips together
Yeah.
like so. It is so simple. You don't have to worry about it closing.
Okay.
Now this is our 800 microwave, so I will put this one in for the 5 minutes,
Okay.
like so. So I'll just
So
line that up there.
if you just joined a space age technology, in that patented technology, aluminized steel that's inside, and then you've got the silicon on the outer, which is the amazing, like the pocket style. Look at this. And just a couple of minutes in the microwave as well, 2 to 5 minutes.
Look at that there. Wonderful, crispy. How much would you pay in a pub, in a coffee shop? Look at that, look. So we've just got our classic ham, ham and cheese there. Look at
So it's
that.
hot, it's piping hot when it's coming out. So do be
look
careful,
at that,
but
look.
yeah.
But can you believe this is just ordinary bread we're putting in there, and it's coming out deliciously toasted
Yeah.
every single time.
Oh, you've got the griddle marks as well.
We certainly have. Do you want to? So
have a look
what
at
we
the
have
colder
here
one
is
over
the
here?
wonderful
Yeah.
griddle,
Yeah.
and then you can take them out for ease of cleaning. It's completely, I've found at home, you can put them in the dishwasher, but I found it so easy to clean and rinse it under the
Yeah.
tap. It's amazing.
So just give it a wipe, give it a clean over,
That's right.
and it's ready to
You
go
want me to
as
do your
well.
tuna melt
Yes,
now?
please. Yeah. So simple.
see
It's
how-
it's an amazing product. How is it going to change your life now? You know, is it going to make it easier in the evenings with your kids, maybe, like to prepare hot dinners? Are you like me, where you're making the family meal? You're making me and my wife. I have one thing. My daughter will want something else, and my son wants something else. So very often I'm there making 3 or 4 different meals. It depends how much of a problem my wife's causing me that day. But, you know, everyone's wanting something different. Everyone needs it to be quick and easy, and I want it to be quick and easy to clean up as well at the end of it. And look at this. Any flavours you want, as long as your food is cooked, as long as your meats are cooked, you're making these sandwiches to order almost at home in a busy household. Super quick and easy to clean up as well. And you're getting that crispy finish. I remember a chef once telling me that a microwave is just a glorified steamer. And if anybody's ever opened the door when you cook some peas or something and the steam just like comes out and hits you, you'd realise that's the case. But here, the aluminized steel is getting heated up, isn't
Exactly.
it? Like a grill pan. It's turning our microwave.
I'm going to show you how you can do your burgers and your bacon in a minute too, as well as your amazing toasted sandwiches. Do you know what? I've been raving about this all week to my friends.
And you've
Now,
been
you
using
saw
it every day. That says it all.
You saw how when we put this in earlier, it was just ordinary bread. And listen. La 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 la. It is just wonderful.
You've made yourself a musical instrument there.
We certainly have. While I'm waiting for that, I'm just going to pop in our wonderful Stilton ham and cranberry in this one.
So in no longer than a pop song, you've got yourself a lovely crispy toasty made.
Exactly.
So Kylie can tell us how lucky she is. and we could have a ham and cheese ready. The Beatles could be Love Loving Me Do, and you could have your cranberry and whatever else in there. I'm trying to think of more pop songs now, show how cool and hip I am.
Right, are we ready for the look at this?
It's that crispy outer.
It certainly is, everyone.
Who would have thought?
Just ordinary loaves.
So different kinds of bread then. So yeah, you're saying we've seen white bread, we've seen our cedar bread. Fruit cake, tea cakes, get in there.
Can't wait to try this one. It's very hot at the moment.
Oh, that's
wonderful.
Gorgeous. It's the ooze factor as well.
They are very hot.
Oh, Paul.
Look at that Stilton in there. That one is mine. Sorry, made a mess there.
Save that for Paul. If you've just joined us, we're looking at the amazing micro munchies. They're available in blue, green or yellow, or should I say blue, green and yellow, because you're going to want one for you, your best friend, and maybe the rest of the family as well. With £25 being your price today, your P&P's just underneath that. You can buy now on shopontv.co.uk, or you can buy it on the telephone line 0333 241 241. Your item number to find it on our Shop on TV website is 673983. But what is your favourite? Is it going to be your beans going in? Is it going to be your cheese and beans classic? Is it going to be maybe your yeast extracts, your peanut butters, your bananas, maybe the sweet treat for the end of the day or the end of the meal? Sweet or savoury, seeded or white or brown or granary or a bagel. Cut your paninis down to size maybe. But you can do so much. And what Paul said earlier, he said you're turning your microwave into a grill pan. I thought that was an absolute gold dust moment. That 673983 to order now on your really funky, bright, micro munchy, microwave toasted sandwich maker. It's so easy to clean. Just pop it in the dishwasher. You probably need to give it a little bit of a rinse and a wipe over. Maybe if you're using it in a row, maybe making 3 or 4 in a row. But wow, you could have... Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Oh, could we rewind that? No. But look at this, so easy. Just pop out the aluminized steel center. You then have your silicone outer going straight in your dishwasher. If you want to wipe it over and clean it by hand so you've got it ready to use again sooner, please, you can, no problem. But what a product. Something Paul tells us he's been using every day since he's had it delivered. Paul, I'm going to pin you down to a favourite centre and a favourite colour. Go on.
Oh, do you know what? I love all of them.
Yeah.
And, I think, if anything, go for 2, because then you can have one you're making, one on the go.
Oh.
I'm going to show you now how to do burgers too. Okay. So I'll just take this one out. Again, you saw this one going live. We're all about the live cooking here. And you can hear it almost sizzling, isn't it? Can you
crispy. Wait, can I copy you?
Isn't that fantastic? Yeah. You saw that go in completely untoasted. Now it's toasted. Now I'm going to just cut it. Oh, but first I'm going to get our burger on, because in a few minutes...
Interesting. This is a good moment, because we've been talking about cooked products going in so far.
Certainly have,
you're now taking a fresh burger, uncooked.
I'm turning it into your grill pan. I've been doing bacon, grilled asparagus, everything at home. These are quarter pounders, so the top touches the bottom too. Can you see that? It's touching the bottom. Like
Interesting,
so.
It doesn't need to be squished completely closed. Like all of our bread doesn't have to fit in. You just have to have your top and the bottom on.
And then this is a 1200 watt microwave, so this is about 2.5 minutes.
Okay.
If it was in this one, which is 800, that'd be about 3.5 minutes. Okay.
Your burger.
But again, you always adjust it to make sure
it's nice. We're surrounded at the moment. We've got this one working. This one's just beat. This one you've just set off. We've been cooking like the raw burger. Wait for this reveal.
Look. And you say, that's a hot tuna melt there.
See, how much would we pay for a hot tuna melt on the high street? Which is fair enough, we don't want to take anyone's livelihoods away, because I'm sure for the convenience you'll still need to buy a tuna melt from a cafe or something one day. But to be able to make them quickly and easily at home, at such low cost and so quickly, you don't have to be firing up the grill or anything like that. You're making a grill in your microwave and cooking that tuna melt. And what was that, Paul? 2 or 3 minutes was that?
That was three and a bit minutes.
3 and a bit in an 800 watt microwave. So if you've got anything like a 900 or a 1000 watt, with more of us working from home, we might want a bit of a quick fix and a warm fix, maybe a bit of a treat. You know that moment when you think, do you know what, I fancy a hot lunch, or you've been out all day and you've had your breakfast, you've had your cold lunch out, something something nice and warm in the evening, don't you? It is that difference, isn't it? It's like a hug on a plate. What have we got here, Paul?
Go. Well, just before we reveal that one there, I'm going to put our bacon in this one. Just to show you, if you like your bacon sandwich, I've been doing this all week. It's amazing. Do you know what? Our lovely Martha, she rang me yesterday. I went, I've just been using it now. It's so amazing. I love this product so much. I've been doing burgers. I even did fillet steak in it the other day. I was doing, you know, when you do it with Philly. So I thought, oh, I'll just cook it in there first. Did it like a dream.
Oh, brilliant. I mean, look, these are so easy and quick. I mean, the thing where it's going to get me is for the family, knowing that when my wife and I are eating one thing, we're having a meal, like a full-on, like a spaghetti or a pasta meal, and the kids want something quick. You know, I can be able to say, look, okay, you're not eating the same dinner as us kids, but I can do you still something nice and hot. I can still make you a tuna melt. I can still make you a cheese and tomato, maybe, or cheese and tomato and pesto. But look at this going in, cooked ingredients going in now. Even though we're doing like raw burgers and raw bacon in the studio, you know, it doesn't matter about the size or the make of the bread. It doesn't matter if it doesn't quite fit. You know, your doorstep maybe, or your thinner, crispier. If you're on a budget for your thin bread, then go for it. But look at that, the ooze factor, and this, and also that, Paul, that crispy.
Well, it's just amazing, isn't it? Look at that, look. How good is that? Bit of butter or bit of spray oil. Look at that, look, in there. Oh, look at that, look. That was our beef and tomato, and let me just, and cheese. Oh, yeah, and Stilton, that was.
And I just want to let you know, we've only got 2 left in the blue. So if you particularly want a blue micro munchie, I will just say that the colour doesn't make any difference to how well the machine works. But if you prefer blue, if you love blue, if you need something blue, then get yourself that quickly, because there are only 2. And actually, I do recommend that you have 2 of these, because then you can, especially if you've got a family, you can have one on the go while you're eating one. You can kind of get a little production line going. A lot of people do buy 2. And remember, fill them up with your sandwich and everything. Stick them in your lunchbox or something. And when you get to work, or if you're a teacher, maybe when you get to the school canteen or the teacher's room or whatever it is that you people have, then you can just zap it in the microwave when you get there. They are so good. They really do work. Now, by the way, except no imitations, or limitations for that matter. If you Google and you do see others out there, they're not as good in my experience. I know I'm slightly biased, but we only bring you what we consider to be the best on the market. That is the Micro Munchie. It's the one to beat, and it's the one that nobody else does beat, in my experience and my opinion. So get yourself one for £25. Pop it in with your SodaStream. Remember, the £4.95 P&P is capped. Now, the SodaStream P&P is £5.95. That's just £1 additional because of the size of the package. But you only pay the £4.95 once. So let's say, for example, you did a SodaStream and you did a Micro Munchie, you'd still only pay the £5.95 P&P. You don't pay any additional, because the Micro Munchie P&P is £4.95. If that makes sense. And if you've got PayPal Pay in 3, you can spend anything from £30 to £2,000 per order with per authorization. So just select that at checkout. It will take you to PayPal's website, where you can sign up for an account or log into your account, and then it asks you just a few very simple bits of information, or 4 bits of information, to then give you a decision on whether you're approved for that order to be interest-free over 3 months. It's very, very simple to do. I think 85% or more of people who do it are approved. So if that's an option that you want to go for, then do go for that now. But I have to implore you, 90 people have got this sitting in their baskets, and again, it's not on hold. It is not being reserved for you. It's not being put to one side in case, for a rainy day, or when you come back in a day or 2 or 3 later. We have many more people ordering this, and if they go to pay for one and the stock requires that we pinch one out of your basket, that's what's going to happen. That's what we don't do. The system does it automatically. What we call allocations, in other words, the number of people that have them in baskets, has no effect on the actual stock levels. The stock levels only go down when people actually make a firm purchase. In other words, when you pay. Once you pay, it's on the way with ShopOnTV. So please check out, pay now, credit, debit card, PayPal if you wish. And by the way, you can use PayPal as a straight payment option. You don't have to do the PayPal Pay in 3, and that doesn't require a credit decision, as long as you've got an account set up with payment methods and everything already on your account. Have it shipped to any address as well. It's only UK mainland, unfortunately, at the moment, but you don't have to have it sent to your home address. If it's a gift for somebody, you can have it sent directly. We had one customer tonight who bought 3, one for home, one for work, and one for, was it the caravan or something, I think? One for work, one for his son and one for work. So, but maybe you have got a caravan, a motorhome, you know, a recreational vehicle. Maybe you have a boat or maybe you have a business. I mean, I remember my parents had a wedding business and we used to do wedding catering. It would have been so good to have these all lined up on the back, making bespoke drinks. It's, you know, parties, barbecues, soirees, have it on the table along with your food, and people can make the drinks of their choice as they go. Now, I just heard some very interesting information about SodaStream, Al.
Yes, yes.
Do you want to tell it or shall I?
No, you go ahead.
So we just we were going through SodaStream's website, and they said that all of the branded drinks, all of your favourites, your sort of staple favourites, they taste identical in every way to the originals that you would buy in a can or a bottle, but they're guaranteed to have 50% less sugar than the store-bought ones, and zero high fructose corn syrup, which is, in my opinion, the devil's syrup. So, and plus, you know, you can also add as little or as much of the syrup as you like, so you can sweeten to taste. Plus, the ones we give you are the zero versions that have no sugar in them at all.
Yeah, but even the classic ones, which are the sugar ones, still half the amount of sugar
Amazing.
as a regular one. That is really nice to know.
Yeah.
It's really good to know.
Martin, by the way, so Martin, thank you very much, Martin, confirmed. We did suspect this.
Yeah.
That it was a British invention, Great Britain. Yes. At the Soda Club. So it merged with Soda Club in 1998, but the original SodaStream, 1903, invented here in this very nation. Yes. Doris would like some tonic. Now, we haven't yet got as far as stocking the syrups. We will, but SodaStream do, and so do the supermarkets. She was asking about tonic water. Yes, you can buy tonic water. I don't know if it's specifically the brand that you mentioned, but you can get tonic water, soda water, cream soda, ginger ale, ginger beer, root beer, you name it, everything is out there. There are even specialty flavours that you can get from different sort of SodaStream clubs.
And any cordial you want, whatever you have.
Anything you like,
you can put it into it.
Yeah.
So let's...
Bit of Ribena or something.
Ribena. Let's just jump back then, and I just very quickly show you how to make a drink. Now, first and foremostly, okay, the bottles that we give you 2 of them, okay, and they are 1 litre bottles.
Yes, and one is complimentary.
One is the... Two.
Well, you normally get one, don't you?
Yes,
we give you an extra.
Yeah, we give an extra one. Just because I have this in iced water down there, there's just a little bit of water in the end of it. That's all that is. Yeah. So these bottles, first and foremost, they are superb bottles. They're really solid and really sturdy. They will have down here an expiry date. Okay, this one is 2008, which means or 2028, I should say, which is 4 years from now. Okay, so in April 2028, this is a bottle. Yours will be newer and fresher. Now you might say, how can there be an expiry date on a bottle?
How can there be an expiry date on a bottle?
Really pleased you asked that, Rob. So basically, it's all to do with the integrity of the bottle. There's no BPAs in here, so you haven't got that horrible chemical.
Because it's undergoing pressure, isn't it?
It's under pressure all of the time. It's holding pressure. So no, that's okay. BPA free. So it's to keep the integrity of that bottle. So this after 4 years, that the integrity is still good. Don't get us wrong, but they're saying change it, okay, at that stage because it's safer. Okay?
Yes. So it doesn't explode when you.
Exactly. Yeah. Not that it's going to.
Well, no, exactly.
Sure,
and they've built in, I'm sure, a whole safety level it's way past 4 years, but to be safe every 4 years.
This is dishwasher safe. You can pop this into the dishwasher cap as well. That's really good to know. You've got lots of little bits of information just down there as well for you.
And the cap's got a plastic air stopper in it.
It's got a rubber seal inside
rubber seal,
here.
yes. That's
but also the shape of this has been designed in such a way that they won't tell me why, because they said we're not telling you, Alan, because anytime we tell you something, you blurt it out on air. So the special way this has been designed, it holds this fizz in here even better than anything else.
Right.
And of course, coupled with that solid bottle, that's great. So we fill it to the line, always to there with your water, okay? Now, all we do then is you bring it to the machine itself. You will always have, so when that's in, you would first of all need to pull this out, okay? Yeah. I would have it out all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Okay? And then you simply get your bottle and you put the little the little lance that's here, which puts the gas in, okay, up, in, and click it in, and then
push.
close it. And then you'll
So
see it's
easy.
hanging there. Now it is literally off of the bottom here. You can see there's a gap. That's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. So what it will do is it will dispense the right amount of gas for a standard carbonation. And when that happens, you will hear this. So watch this, okay? Or listen, I should say. 1,
Carbonate.
2. Now listen for this now. Do you hear that little? Psst.
Love it.
That tells you that is a standard carbonation. Now, whether you do that in 1 press, 2 presses, or 3 presses, but always do it like I always do it like that, and that's what they say, 3 presses. But of course, if you wanted less than that, you don't like things too fizzy, that's fine.
Or if you like
wanted
it fizzier, you do 7 or 8.
you can do a couple more. And again, that's double on that, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So now what we do is we simply pull that forward, and it is released, okay? Now we can add in whatever flavors we want.
Yes.
But of course, don't forget that first and foremostly, we could just decide to say, well, actually, because there are people out there who do not like carbonated soft drinks. And
They
that's
just want
absolutely
water.
fine. They just want water. Now let's do that for you.
Interesting water.
Interesting water. Let's put in a little bit of lemon and a little bit of lime into this glass, because it always makes it that little bit nicer. And of course, remember, it's between 80 and 90% of what we taste is through smell. So if you're smelling it, you're also tasting it. That's why if you do that, you can't taste anything, okay?
Excuse me 1 second. I just have to attend to something.
Oh, you do?
I just pulled a little hangnail, but it's made my fingers
It
bleed.
has.
I just need to go get some
You
plastic.
go and call the paramedics.
Be right back.
So what we have basically here is then we have just plain water, and remember 80 to 90% of what we actually taste is through smell. Now if we just had a glass of regular water with some lemon and lime in it, you would absolutely get a flavor. But because we have the carbonation here coming up, and it's coming up through the bits of fruit, and what's happening then is the oils inside there are now, the oils inside there have been released by that carbonation. So when you, oh, look at that. And isn't that just stunning? That is, number one, looks amazing, but number two, because of that carbonation coming up through it and those bubbles jumping up, they're delivering those little molecules of that. Are you okay? Yeah?
No, a silly little hangnail. I just went, whoop, and I just...
So,
I'm fine.
it's incredible. It really is. It just adds to it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we are still drinking water that is plain, good old-fashioned water. We've just
hydrating.
carbonated it, and we have put in some fruit just to add to it. You don't have to put any types of fruit you want.
Do you want to hear
okay?
do you know what? Can I just say something?
Please do.
So you know I said I drink a lot of soda water.
Yes.
So if you get the store brand soda water, it's a pound. Well, the one I get is 95 pence a litre for water with some gas in it.
Yeah.
If you think about it, there's a branded one, which is £1.65 a litre. A litre. It's extraordinary. That's more expensive than petrol.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is,
And that's so if you just bought it for carbonated water alone,
It's going to save you.
now, it's not soda water. If you want soda water, you can get the soda water mix. But that, you get 9 litres, every bottle of that syrup, 9 litres of liquid. So you're still able to make soda water at literally, just for pennies.
Yeah.
Please check out. My producer's saying, please check out.
Yeah, I do. But also, don't forget as well
The
that
blue
when
Micro
you...
Munch is sold out.
When you use this, the environmental, how good this is for the environment, because remember, each of these bottles, for 4 years you'll be using this, and if you use this, you can save up to 3,000. That will replace up to 3,000 of these.
Bottle,
One of
up to
those, up to 3,000 of those.
Single-use bottles.
Single-use bottles. Those, now remember,
Amazing.
1 million of these every minute around the world.
Whoa.
1 million of these are being used, okay? That is 1.3 billion of these a day around the world. Now, I know by you getting this, you're not saving the world, but you are doing your part to feel a little bit better.
If everybody
you're not
did
chucking
it,
the
we
butt
would
if
be
everyone did
saving
it.
the world.
Now, what I'm going to do here
Because you know
is-
what'll happen? The world will fight back eventually.
They will. I'm going to use some Pepsi Max lime flavour here, okay?
Okay, I haven't tried that yet.
And again, maximum taste, no sugar, okay?
No.
Which is good. So what we'll do is we'll make this regular strength, and again, it's all marked on the inside. Use this, you can see where I filled it to, as your measuring cup, because that's what it's for. It's got markers inside, and it's got writing on the outside. Difficult to see, but nonetheless. Now, all we do is we pour it in, right? Actually, I'm going to use less.
sorry, hang on a sec. I've just heard it's fine if we throw away the plastic bottles, 40 billion of them a year, because it only takes 450 years for them to degrade.
That's fine, that's fine.
It's nothing, is it, you know?
There's the Pepsi Max lime. Now remember, you don't shake it, okay, because you want to keep that fizz and retain that fizz. And there we go, just a little twist, gently like that, to mix it right through. Now we've went from regular water to this lovely, lovely fizzy water. Now if you are a fan of a soft drink, well then, here we go. We now have a Pepsi Max lime.
It's not just your soft drinks. It's also all of your mixers. The way I look at this is it's like you're paying £99 and 99 pence as to become a member of the SodaStream Club. And then after, it's like a cash and carry almost. You know, you used to all like a Costco or something where you pay a membership fee. But then after that, everything's a lot cheaper.
Yep.
Remember, every drink you make in that is going to be approximately, it will vary depending on where you buy it, of course, but approximately 1/3 of the price of what it will cost you in a shop. Every single drink, every time you make a drink, 1/3 of the cost of a can, 1/3 of the cost of a bottle. Mother, may I?
Can you see that dancing on top of that? Of course, please, have a try of that. You've never had the lime before, have you not?
No, that's why I wanted to try
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay.
You give that a little try. It's good, isn't it?
Oh, you fizzed that right up for me. Oh.
It's a good... Well, actually, yeah, I did put some extra fizz into that, I did. Now, again, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to treat you here
Rob is a happy boy.
I'm going to make you a little ice cream float with the lime. So what we will have is we'll have the vanilla ice cream.
I love that. I love the extra fizz.
It's good. And that's
I'm enjoying myself here, Al. Are you enjoying yourself?
I'm having the time of my life.
Good. Could you let your face know? I'm just just kidding. Honestly, these are so much fun.
There you go.
Join the revolution. Viva la SodaStream revolution.
Yes, yes. Now look at this, just
we did
regular.
get through one tub.
We did, yeah, but
Not
then
4,
I've been
but 1.
extra generous with this. Just check that out.
Oh,
look
that's
at that.
so good. I'm going to leave that there. Don't touch that.
Now, that is the lime one. There's a clean spoon for you, Sir Rob.
Oh, thank you.
And I would like for you to taste this here, but just look at that. That brings me back. That makes me think of Marty McFly, Back to the Future.
McFly.
Doesn't it? Yeah, rock and roll era, a diner.
You were born in the wrong era, weren't you? 'Cause you love your rock and roll.
Get right down into that now. Make sure
right down in there.
Get into it. Don't worry about the mess. I'll clean that up.
All right then. Go on in.
Get in there.
Cover me. I'm going in.
Lovely. That lime kick from that is just stunning.
I said, yeah.
Isn't that great? It's good, isn't it? Well, that's the ice bomb in ruin there. Look at that.
It's only a little bit.
We don't mind.
It's a little splodge.
She's splodge. She's splodge.
My mouth's clean. What comes out of it usually isn't. But, oh, that's so good.
But it is really, really good. And again, it's just a little thing that you can do. I know, I know you can do that if you just buy cans of something. You know, you can do that. But look,
Dankeschön.
The thing is that you can do all of this at home with your SodaStream. It's making life so much easier for you, having a drink as and when you want. He's just taking your Sunday away. He's going for it, isn't he?
My wayward son just took my float.
He did. He's going to taste it. There you go. Get right down into that, David.
Enjoying that, are you?
He's on telly. It's good, isn't it? Now drink it now, because what you want to do is get the cream and the soda right through that as well.
Please face camera one and let the world share your enjoyment of my drink.
Okay. Well, that says it all, really, doesn't it? Isn't that good, David?
The apple doesn't fall very far from the tree, does it? No. He's a bigger ham than I am.
There you go.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Well, just drink that down now.
I've no idea where you've been.
But the thing is buying a SodaStream will create arguments in your family. Jerry?
What?
I said buying a SodaStream will create tension in your family.
No, I think it'll release tension in the family, actually. Yeah.
He's going, look, he's delighted now. Look, he's going, yeah, that was good. But again, look, you know, you are elevating water, whether you just use this to carbonate the water or whether you are... Look, again, I keep saying this. There are people out there saying, no, I'm not a big soft drink fan. My sister drinks cans and cans
Yeah, a lot
of
people do.
Diet Cola.
Remember, if it's half the sugar in all of the standard flavour, classic
Yes.
flavours, half the sugar and no high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, so that is like for like. So if you go for the classic ones, none of the ones we give you tonight are classic. They're all sugar-free.
Yeah.
But if you do go for a classic one because you like that extra kind of flavour that you like from that, as we said earlier, we found out that it's half as much sugar as there is in the one in the shop. So you're still doing good. You're doing better.
But plus, you can use real fruit juice. You could squeeze your own oranges if you want to, put a dash in. You could get fruit essences, the essential oils of fruit, and a couple of little drops. Actually, you know what else you could put in there? Anything that you need to drink medicinally. You know, sometimes there are medicinal drinks that you have to take, like collagen powders, and well, that's not medicinal, that's more sort of nutrition, isn't it? But maybe it's fibre, like it's a fibre type thing. Anything you need carbonated water with, at its basic form, it carbonates water. And then what?
Paul just said one of those Baraka tablets. Actually, before I knew exactly what they were, I just thought they were really good. And I was going around the supermarket, opened up the packet and put one in my mouth and went, okay, that's not meant to happen.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're supposed to put, oh, is that right?
Tablet, yeah, so, yeah.
Well, you could get, the other thing, you could get packs of, what do they call them? It's electrolytes. You can turn it into electrolytes.
Yeah, you could.
Maybe additives for babies and things like. Well, I don't know if babies wouldn't drink carbonated water, would they? But kids maybe. Vitamins. You can get vitamin additives for drinks too.
Who wants us to say hi?
Yes, let's find out. Jay, hello, Jay. There we say hi? Hi.
Did you find a plaster?
I don't need a plaster. I heal so quickly.
Can I have a look?
Yeah, it's just there, a teeny bit of blood.
Ladies and gentlemen,
was a mere
I would like to
droplet.
tell you that if somebody says to you now tomorrow, said, what happened? You said, that happened in Nam.
What's the state of my nails? I've just seen. What have I been digging in the dirt or something? What?
Tell them it happened in Nam. Tottenham.
No.
I know, right? So, again, let me go quickly through the unit itself, because it's important when you get this home, okay, that you know the unit, okay? So what will happen is you will get your gas canister, okay? I'm going to show you that just there. This will make 60 litres if you just use it. Remember when I did the gas, and it goes, it
60 litres?
makes that little fizzy noise, that thing, right?
Yeah.
If you use it at that, you'll make 60 litres.
20 pence a litre.
If you use less, if you do 2 little squirts, you will use 2 squirts. You will get more. If you use 3 or 4 push downs in it, you will get less.
Slightly less.
So
yeah,
that's
it averages.
Averages that,
squirts,
right?
About 20 pence per whole litre.
The unit, when it comes in the box, is completely assembled. It arrives like this. You don't have to put anything together.
Yes, yes.
This will have this paper that's around here will be up around the top, and it will have a little pink. I did have a little one. That doesn't matter. It's a little pink cap on it. Yeah. Okay. You take the paper off, and then you take the cap off. That's all you need to do.
No, I've noticed also it's not piercing it or whatever, because when you take it out, the gas isn't all escaping.
Gas not escaping. Of course, it's all done. If you look at the tip of that, it's just got a little bit of a valve. A valve just there. Yeah, I'll turn that there. So it's pushed down, and I'll show you that.
Pressure valve.
So what we do is we just look at, see this little here. Put your finger in. Lift this off just here, okay? And by the way, just to show you, there again is that little QR code. It's also on the bottle, and you would just click on it.
People have got to check out, you know.
This should. Let me do something here, Rob. Okay, I'm just going to open my thing, my phone.
Yeah.
And click that. Open that up.
Right.
Come on.
Click the QR code.
Now I'm just going to show Rob. I'm not going to show the camera. About CO2 cylinders, exchange your cylinder. How does it work? $12.99. You asked Aaron about the price.
$12.99.
Exchange it now, and then I can see how many empties, and then it will do all that. It will tell me where the nearest store is with my exact location. Say, well, this store does it or that store does it, so you can find these.
And there'll be a store near you, no doubt.
Now, once you've done that.
Oh, sorry, Al.
I know, I heard. It's important news.
If everyone checks out right now, half of the entire stock will be gone. That we had a lot of this. This is a launch. We're supposed to be doing more shows with this. We are oversubscribed. I'm not surprised, because look, you can go, if you go to the SodaStream website, they do have lower price models as well, but they don't have the form or the functionality necessarily of obviously the higher price models. So, but if you compare like for like, apples to apples, you look at their price for the art version online. then you will see that we have an incredible package for you. 173.95's worth of product. That includes the 4 syrups that normally they're separate. We package those in for you to get you started. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. And we also give you, obviously, the canister or cylinder. I was putting them together and I got calendar. You get the gas, and you also don't just get the 1 bottle, the BPA-free bottle. You get 2 of those 2-litre bottles. Again, added value, all put in for a bumper saving from 173.95 to 99.99.
It's brilliant.
Make sure if you do compare prices that you look at the art form.
Yes, and this is the art. It is one of their higher up ones. It's not their entry level model. It's a beautiful model. So when you open
it's a Rolls-Royce.
It is.
If you want a Ford Fiesta, go buy a Ford Fiesta. If you want a Rolls-Royce, but you want basically, what is the discount on that? Like 40%? Leslie will have to work that out.
173 down to 99, so it's 73. It's about, it's about 60% off, isn't it? Wouldn't it be about, no, it wouldn't be that much.
40%.
No, 40%. Yeah, you were right.
40% roughly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I mean, that's incredible.
That's a lot.
It's incredible. Yeah.
What would you say? Why don't we just say 74 quid off?
I did.
We know how bad we are at maths.
I wanted a percentage, but also remember. So 20 pence a litre for your gas, that's what that works out at. 9 litres of the syrup times 4, that's 36 litres. That's about £56 worth of drinks that you get as well included.
Now, so what we do then with this is to install the gases. When we take the back off of it, we just lift that up like that, okay? Yeah. Simple, okay? Sit your gas bottle in, and it simply falls into place. Fingers on that, push it down.
And there it is.
That's it, okay? No more twisting or anything like that. Not that that was difficult
Can we time you to make, I'd like you to make 5 drinks in 1 minute.
5 drinks?
Or 4, we'll do one of each flavour, 4 drinks in 1 minute.
Yeah, we do 4 in a minute.
Think you can do it?
Yeah, okay, hang on just a
I would like you to make 4 litres of Pepsi.
Well, I make one of
Pepsi
each
Max.
that's there.
Well, exactly. Pepsi Max, Pepsi Max Cherry, Pepsi Max Lime, and 7-Up. Ready? Can we? We're timing you.
Go.
Leslie, you got a clock?
Right, ready? I'm going.
Go.
Okay.
Can Alan Ennis do it in this, the first inaugural SodaStream drink making competition? Alan has admittedly been competing at SodaStream drinks making for some years.
Yes, I have.
But whether he can successfully complete 4 drinks in 1 minute. We're already at 22 seconds. He's on track. That's the first one. And here comes the second bottle. The first flavour was, of course, Alan, Pepsi Max.
First one was the Pepsi Max Lime.
OK, good, good. That was the lime. Here we go. Now we're going to go with this. This is the cherry flavour Pepsi Max. We're at about, what time are we at now? You've got 10 seconds. You're about halfway there.
Living on a prayer.
We might get 3 done in the time. That's your minute now.
So minute's up. Well, let's continue making them anyway.
You may not have won the gold medal, Alan.
No, I know that.
But you have proven that it takes 30 seconds to make a bottle of a litre of drink from a soda.
I mean, you can see how quick it is. And look, you're not going to be under that much pressure at home, let's face it, folks, OK? You're going to be doing this, you know, at your leisure. But it just goes to show you that when somebody does call around to the house, somebody does knock on your door, a friend does come around for some drinks at night time, you know, you can do all of that
30 seconds
really quickly.
And you're done.
I'll just leave it.
And you can have a cupboard full of all your different favourite drinks,
Yeah.
all your different drinks mixes. They're never going to go flat. You've got roughly 2-year shelf life on each of the syrups. Obviously, when you buy your machine, you're going to get the latest dispatch of syrup, so they'll have the maximum.
Yeah, it's about 4 years, or 2 years for the syrups, and about 4 years for the bottle.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And
well
in
done.
case anyone's thinking as well, how can a bottle be good for 4 years? Why is there a best before on that? It is all to do with the integrity of the bottle. Now, obviously, as you mentioned earlier on, there is always a fail-safe in there. Yeah. It's probably good for a lot longer than that, but they're saying, look, after 4 years, it's best to change it.
Yes.
It's like to say, you know, service your car after 10,000 miles. It's probably fine after 15,000, but we do it to make things good and make things working. But look, it's really simple to use. I think it is great. The reason they call it the art is because it looks fab, and it is kind of Art Deco.
It's
and
like
overall,
going
it's a
into,
beautiful machine.
I go to many functions at the Savoy Hotel, also the Royal Lancaster. The other hotels are available, of course, but when you go to the bar, you know, you expect a certain standard of service. And this is the type of, you know, ambiance that one gets from a posh hotel bar.
Do you know, it's a funny thing actually talking about fizzy drinks, okay? Because we go to a pub, right? And as you say, you get the thing and you could give you a pint of it for $4.50. Yeah. You go to some restaurants. I went to a restaurant recently and they gave me that little small glass bottle. Yeah. And it was $3.95. Now, that has a lot less than a can. It has a lot less than a pint, because it's like 330 ml or something in it. But it's all, and then you go different places. Like you go to the cinema and you get a litre in the thing, and it could be like £6. Yeah. It's just crazy the different prices when it comes to fizzy
What
drink.
did you work out? Like, it's about 33 pence, did we say, or 34 pence for a half litre?
It was at the, I think it was around that.
And that it's about a third of the price of the regular.
That cost me £1.69. I promise you, there's the receipt. It's not from just like a corner store that can be a bit more expensive. It's from Tesco in Gatwick. £1.69. The drink 500 ml, £1.69. That's what that cost me. And I tell you what, right? I genuinely went in to buy that and a few other bits because I wanted to buy this as well, just to say that we throw these things away. Yes. Is that when we saw it? I'm claiming that back. So when we get that and I saw the price, I genuinely was shocked that it was £1.69 for that. And when you have these at home, you can bring these to work, you know. So if you're one of those people who stops off in the morning to get one to bring to work with you, make one and bring it with you.
And look, you can work out very simply if you look up the retail prices in your local store of your syrups, and you know 9 litres per. You can work out what it costs per litre. We've already worked out, because you get if you're just doing the standard, you know, fizziness, 60 litres from the gas bottle, that works out at 20 pence per litre. So you can work out exactly what it's going to cost you per litre to make, and then you can compare to what you're spending now. I mean, we worked out earlier that if you buy one of these a day, if you buy one of these half-litre sort of lunch deal type bottles per day, one of those per day, that's going to cost you about £620 a year, whereas if you make it yourself in the soda stream, it's going to cost you about £204.
I've just made it up.
£400 saving over a year.
That, right? I just done this, man. So this here, I told you, will be good for about 4 years, right? If you replace that, now that's a litre, that's a half a litre, okay? Yeah. So if you replace a litre with the half litre, this will save you buying 365, 720, about 1,500 of these in the lifetime of that, if just by chance. Yeah. So now, if you drink a litre, 2 of these a day, that's where the 3,000 comes in its lifetime. Because you're getting a litre in these.
By the way, you can, I believe, from SodaStream, if you want a half-litre bottle just for convenience.
I adore
you can get the half-litre bottle
and it has a little strap on the top, on the lid, that you can carry it. And it is genuinely my go-to bottle, because a half-litre is lovely. Now, if the kids are around, you know, and myself and Ellie are having it, because I will often say to Ellie, you having a fizzy drink tonight? If she says no, I will make the half-litre. Okay.
But also, here's the thing, it's worth getting there, because if you've got kids that are going off to school, and these are lunchbox sized, you know, maybe little Tina, she wants Pepsi Max. Then we've got little Maria, and no, she wants 7-Up. And then we've got little James, and no, he wants a root beer. Yeah. And then we've got
Naughty Paul.
Naughty Paul.
Yeah, Naughty Paul.
Yeah. He wants a gin and tonic. It's like, no, you're too young.
Wow.
But the point is, if you've got all those syrups, you can literally bash out individual drinks without having to have full versions of those bottles in the fridge or in the cupboard. Yeah. Saves you space, saves you time, saves you effort, saves you money, and they're every bit as good. Again, these syrups, they come from Pepsi. They're the real, and the 7-Up comes from 7-Up. The only difference is with the ones you buy from SodaStream, that they're identical in every way to the ones you get in a can, a bottle, or at a pub, except they have 50% of the sugar, all of the taste, 100% of the taste, 50% of the sugar, and also no high fructose corn syrup whatsoever.
Check this out. But of course, the ones that you get are the sugar-free ones, aren't they? So yes, that's exactly. Great.
So no concerns about sugar at all. Oh yeah. I wish we had that music, you know.
Look at all of that. Look at the fizz jumping in the top. That is just terrific. That's just refreshing, isn't it? And I know you might say, oh, it's a fizzy drink, Al, come on. But listen, we all, look at,
But
you know that.
made it.
Yeah, you made it yourself.
We haven't even talked about that.
Yeah.
It's very satisfying.
I made it the day I started to work here. Oh, you mean that? Oh, okay, yeah.
We nearly made it. No, when you make that soda stream, it's like you've made fire or something like that. It's just great.
And I promise you this.
Go ahead, please, Leslie.
It is literally.
Sorry, Leslie's talking again, and I can't hear what she's saying because we're talking. Oh, she's talking to the director apparently. Never mind then.
But it is literally. It's 7-Up free. It is 7-Up free. It's the same. There's no difference. It is 7-Up free. It's brilliant.
And it might not be free, but it will be a fraction of the cost of what it costs you to buy it in a shop.
I'm going to drink more.
Yeah, you drink more. What are we doing, Leslie? We're going to do a little recap, apparently. And the micro. Are we doing another video? We're not going to do a long one? OK, fine. We don't have time, apparently. So here's just a very quick reminder of the Micro Munchie. If you have a microwave, you simply have to have one of these. There's no ifs, ands or buts. I won't accept any other answer except, yes, I'm going to get one. Because quite literally, ladies and gentlemen, it turns your microwave for the first time ever that I've ever heard of into an actual sandwich maker and grill and even oven. This will give you, it will brown your sandwiches front and back. It will cook meats like burgers, chicken. You could do a whole chicken breast in there if you want. Obviously, if you're going to make a sandwich, I say obviously, maybe it's not obvious, I'm telling you, only ever put cooked meats into the sandwich. It won't cook the meats in time in the middle of the sandwich unless you burn the outside of the bread. So only cooked meats in the sandwich. 3 or 4 minutes in the microwave, that's it, that's all. And out they come. Just every bit as good as you would expect from a restaurant, a cafe, you know, a posh cafe, an upmarket coffee place, coffee house. They are just brilliant, these, and this is the best one that we've found. There aren't, I mean, I think there's only one other imitation, or it's just not as good. This, in my experience, and certainly in my opinion, this is so good. It's the best one on the market, we believe, which is why we're featuring it here at ShopOnTV. 673983, 3 to 5 minutes. That's all you need, depending on the power of your microwave. Yes, it'll work in a 700 watt, an 800, a 900, or up to 1200. I mean, whatever the maximum microwave powers are available on the market today, it's fine in. Now, that is metal, but it is aluminized steel, ladies and gentlemen. It's scientific. It's space-age technology that can go in a microwave, and the microwaves are focused into that plate, and they heat up to 200 degrees. Make no mistake. This is a mini toaster, it is a mini grill, it is a mini oven. It's just using your microwave to power it. And it's just perfect results every time. And you know what? If you put it in and it's not brown to your liking, you put it in for a little bit longer. If you put it in and it comes out black, it was in there too long. You will essentially, you'll get to know with your microwave and the kind of sandwiches you like to make, whether they are savoury or they are sweet, the kind of times that you need. But also, it's not just sandwiches. Mini pizzas, little hash browns, potato waffles. You put in there whatever you like. You want to cook it, that'll do it.
Paul Brodell said to me last week, he said that in his 30 years of being on ShopOnTV, he said this is by far his favourite product he's ever demonstrated. And Paul owns a hotel and he is a chef and he cooks, and he said to me, Alan, I use my Micro Munchie way more than once every single day.
Yeah.
That's
you
what he
did
does.
Sausages in it, which came out brilliantly.
Sausages came out brilliantly in it.
You did that burger, the Rustler's burger.
The Rustler's burger was brilliant
what
inside
else
of
did
it.
You try?
I tell you what I loved, my favourite thing out of it was I bought some marinated chicken. It was raw, put it in for 4 minutes and it came out. Your David ate some of it, and I've never eaten chicken that was as moist as that.
And
it was.
And you can do it out, did you know you can do it straight out the freezer as well?
Can you?
You can literally get chicken nuggets or whatever you like.
Yeah,
you know,
amazing.
Perfect for fish fingers.
But you said about the quality. The Paul Brodell said he bought another one. That it was a different shape than that. But he said the plates inside of it, he said, were so thin they were just like aluminium foil. He said they were terrible. He said tell everybody the Micro Munchie is the only one to get. It is incredible, and it is genuinely brilliant. I cooked a raw burger as well, a big thick quarter pounder, put in a burger. And
everyone who uses it is impressed by it.
It was lush. Brilliant, brilliant thing.
Okay, please check out your basket. We've got 60 people with the Micro Munchie in their baskets that are doing absolutely nothing for no good to anyone, nor man nor beast. And also the same with the Soda Stream. If everyone checked out right now, we'd be at what, 60%, 50, 60%? Did you say, Leslie? Nothing. Thank you for that information. I appreciate it. Thanks for helping me out there.
We do have voices in our head, ladies and gentlemen. Some of us have two. I have two. I have producer and director.
You said half the stock last time, didn't she? You said half the stock, right? I just wanted to know if it had increased. That was all. If everyone checks out half the stock. I do like joshing with Leslie.
This is like an episode of EastEnders, I tell you.
Leslie's the best. She is the best producer I've worked with all night.
Oh, yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
She's definitely the best director or the best producer up in that gallery tonight.
She is, by far, actually, by a long way, Yeah, she's been around, Leslie. She's also been producing for a long time. Yeah. Oh, I'm just kidding. No, she is. She is a dear friend of ours.
Right.
Which is why I hope I can get away with saying things like that.
Yeah.
Good. Back to Soda Stream.
Rob,
we've got 10 minutes left, just about.
So what I'd like to do, Rob, if it's okay, I'd just like to go to the very beginning and just talk you through the machine, talk you through the bottle, how it works, and then show you how to make a cool, beautiful, refreshing drink.
Yes.
First and foremostly, okay, what we have got is these bottles that SodaStream provide to us, okay? They are BPA free. I'm just putting it because we had it in
BPA,
cold water.
it's a petroleum product, isn't it?
It's basically it's a chemical that they put into plastics, and what they found was that when it was in sunlight, they found first that it was leaching out of the plastic into the drink.
Yeah.
And that's why this warning came a couple of years ago saying never leave a bottle of water in the car because the heat makes it leach out. So then they investigated further and found it's particularly bad for ladies, for women.
Really?
But this is BPA free.
Sorry,
a lot of them are going that way, but we always tell you because it's important.
Yeah.
This will, it has a shelf life, the bottle. I know you might say that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, but it does because it's all to do with the integrity of the bottle. This bottle
because
is
it's a gas
solid.
machine that's putting gas into it.
Yeah, I cannot move that. It's solid.
Yeah.
Okay. The cap has been designed in such a way that it holds the fizz in there even longer and better. So when you fill this up with water, just to this line just here, okay, we bring it over to the machine. Now let me quickly talk you through the machine. Okay, your gas bottle goes in the back. It is the new Terra system. Okay, the new Quick Connect, should I say? Yeah. So it's very easy for you to put in. You sit it in, and it falls in. Close it. That's it. No more twisting it, no fiddling around.
Valves or
nothing.
Piercing, because those little mini canisters in the old soda makers, soda shakers, you actually had to pierce the end.
Pierce them in. Yeah.
You had to be very
nothing like that with this. The handle here, and some of them have buttons on top. This has the lovely Art Deco handle. That's why it's called a SodaStream Art. Make sure, as you said, and quite rightly so, if you are doing price comparison, make sure you go for the Art. Look at the Art.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
This here is your bottle guard. This here is the pin which fires in the gas, the CO2, and these little teeth go all the way around, and they, when you push this back, they close down and they close onto that just there. Okay.
And this again, this is one of their top of the range. It's because of the design, the style, and all of the features as well. So you know, this is the Rolls Royce of Soda Streams, really.
And look at it's off the bottom, so it's meant to be floating, as we might say. Now, what we do then is we simply, you will be in front of your machine most likely, and all we do is with this arm here. Down once.
It's like a fancy cappuccino maker or something.
Down twice. And then you hear that little psh. That tells you that is a standard gassing, right? That is a standard amount of gas that you will put in. So now if you go and buy a bottle of this, which by the way, £1.69 I paid for today in the big supermarket.
Can I repeat that, Leslie? So, sorry.
No, please.
Sorry,
it's okay.
Was it you always say third?
No, you said sorry for interrupting.
Sorry for interrupting.
I'm sorry for talking when you're interrupting.
Why I was interrupting, that's right. So Leslie just said if you do go to SodaStream's website and buy their starter kit on the Art model, it comes with a unit, one bottle and one cylinder and it's $139.99.
So we're getting an extra bottle and 4 syrups.
4 syrups, yeah.
And it's $99.99.
And it's $99.99.
And do you know what? Look, it's value. It's value.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's
well, we did the deal
value.
directly with SodaStream.
Yeah.
There are no middlemen or women. You know, we didn't through an agent or anything.
People
It's
don't
literally-
understand that we've been talking about SodaStream for the
8
last
months.
Yeah, but we've been
Oh, is
talking
it?
about
Sorry.
it for the last 2 hours, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
3 hours probably. On ITV, you've gone SodaStream, SodaStream, SodaStream. If SodaStream tried to pay for that, it'd cost them goodness knows how much.
Oh,
so they go,
yeah.
well, actually, do you know what?
7
we take
figures,
that.
probably.
Yeah, and do you know what? And
Especially
here you
once
go.
they pay our fees.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get 7 figures every night.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. I am paid in lira.
Yeah. But the thing is they're happy to be here in this advertising, so they can say to you, hey, have
sure.
great value. So.
And we're happy, and they're happy for us for them to be here as well, because we can answer your questions. So look, in the last 8 minutes of the show, if you do have any questions before you buy, ask Alan. He's probably forgotten more about SodaStream than he cares to know. So that's why we're on telly. We can show you how it works. If you saw that in a shop, you wouldn't know if that was any better than another model of the SodaStream.
Well, you wouldn't. They wouldn't look at. Let's face it. It's straightforward to use, but we're showing you how to use it. We're giving you ideas.
Yeah.
We're talking you through it, and I think it's a wonderful
We're
thing.
having
And
a lovely jape as well while we're at it.
lovely, exactly.
Yes.
Now, once it's carbonated, we literally catch the bottle and pull it forward. And that's it. The bottle is now released. If you're going to save this for later, you put the cap on it. We'll keep that in there, okay? Right? So it's not going to end up squeezed up and horrible like this thing here that ends up in the freezer or the fridge. Then when you open it, it doesn't make any fizzy noise. And then you pour it and it's dead. And it's hot. I hate flat drinks.
Oh, yeah.
It's horrible. But now what we have is we have a lovely carbonated drink. So if we decide that we are on, we want to drink more water, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Put some ice. Put some lemon.
Or if you're slimming.
Put some lime, whatever it might be. Well, actually,
It's such, honestly, listen, I've struggled with my weight all my life. I'm struggling with it right now, as you can see. And I guarantee that the one thing that stops me drinking beers or, things that aren't conducive to a slim waistline, and this is the miracle answer. It was for me anyway. Either carbonated water, or if you want to get the soda water mix, I love the soda water because it's got a slightly different flavour profile. This will help, it helps fill me up, it satiates me. It keeps me from getting hungry for much longer. It's an absolute godsend versus regular, and it keeps you hydrated,
It does.
which is very, very good for you too.
It's encouraging you to drink more. And
Yeah.
that statistic we had earlier on, 66% more hydration. Wasn't it 66%?
Yeah, 65, 66,
Yeah,
something like that, yeah.
So there's just a glass of water now. That's plain water. Well, it's water from the tap, but we've just put some carbonation in. We've put some fruit in it. And remember, if the kids or somebody in the family doesn't like drinking water, by putting in the fruit and that carbonation coming up here, what it's doing is it's getting the oils in that and it's flicking them up. So as you are now drinking this and bring it in, you smell it. 80 to 90% of our taste is through smell. You will get a nicer flavour.
And actually, a little Russian joke here. You could put some little water in the big water.
Yeah, you could.
Because the Russian word for water is voda, and vodka means little water.
Ah, there you go.
There you go.
Or
always drink responsibly.
in Ireland, the Irish for whiskey is Ishkabaha, and it's the same in Scotland. Pretty much the same kind of thing, which means water of life. Now I'm putting in some of the 7-Up syrup in there. So now what I have got is I now have not only just made this water just here, but I've now also turned the rest of it into 7-Up free, okay? And now what you always do is, just to mix that syrup, is you twist it ever so slightly like that. Just
You've turned water into 7-Up.
I've turned water into 7-Up.
Do you do anything with fish?
Yeah, I batter it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
The fish batterer.
The fish batterer.
Or loaves of bread.
No, nothing
And a
with those.
pinch.
Yeah. Well, I'm Irish. I'm into me bread.
Oh, I love bread.
Potatoes.
I love my potatoes as well.
And again, see, the other day we were having a bit of a barbecue, myself and Ellie, and Derek came over as well. He's from Ireland as well. And Ellie said, when I do these little new potatoes, I'm going to mix them through with some stuff. I'm going to do some with pesto and stuff. And I said, just for me and Derek, just leave them plain. She said, what? That's boring. I said, no, the flavour of a potato is good.
Oh, yeah. Boiled potatoes. I love fresh boiled potatoes.
So check this out, folks. This is the last drink I get to make for you. But this is now our 7-Up. Check that out. Look at that. So again, all of the deliciousness. We're still drinking lots of water. We're still getting hydrated.
I want to know,
all of a sudden,
where did 7-Up, the name 7-Up, come from? I'm curious.
I don't know. I know where WD-40 came from, and that's 7-Up.
Yeah, we'll have to have a little look.
Or in Ireland, Shock de Suez.
Is that right?
7-Up. 7-Up, yeah.
Why did they go up and not come down?
Yeah, exactly.
Why were there 7 and not 9?
But there you go. Fizzy water. 7-Up free just there.
Free.
It's brilliant, you know. And look at none of these. As I said earlier, just one more time, I took the label off. We know what this is anyway. £1.69 pence for that. £1.69.
So it was originally sold in 7-ounce bottles.
Oh, clever. Yeah, that's good.
So 7-Up, as in orders up.
Yeah.
You know?
There you
like
go.
when you go to a diner.
That's a clever thing.
Order
like
up.
that. It's like, you know, a Sunday roast is because it's roast dinner and it's on a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
It's good.
Here's a question I've got for you. So 7-Eleven is a convenient grocery, they're convenience stores in America.
7 hours a week, 11 hours a day?
Well, it's normally from 7 a.m. till 11, but they're now 24 hours.
Right.
So why do they have locks on the door?
See,
I miss
conjure with that one.
7-Eleven chicken so much. Anyway, sorry.
Conjure with that one.
Yes. How long we got left? Plenty of time, apparently. Or we could make a positive smorgasbord of drinks in that time. Carol says good morning. And
please don't say that. He's
Dave's
got a big
very
head.
handsome.
A bigger head.
Listen, I have to deal when he and I walk down East Croydon, the train platform at East Croydon Station. You can hear the necks of young 20-somethings snapping as he goes by. He is a handsome lad. If I had an ounce of his good looks, what? He's pretending to be a soda stream.
Yes, he's being bashful.
Very good.
Now,
That's very good. Yeah.
Look,
if I lost the weight, apparently I look like George Clooney if I lose all the weight.
Yeah.
I did once, and that's what everyone told me.
Yeah.
So I guess I do have the looks. They're just hidden. Deep, deep, deep down inside this roll of fat. Yeah. I'm glad there are people watching out there who are happy to remind me on numerous occasions that I'm fat, because sometimes I forget. You know. 146556. It's the art. We've brought you a new form of art, ladies and gentlemen, from the one, the only, the original, the authentic, the genuine British invention from 1903 of Soda Stream, your sparkling water maker, including, and this is what the extra stuff that we're giving you is, the extra water bottle. Normally just get one. Now you get 2. And 4 of the syrups, $173.95 is the regular price. We have it all for $99.99. And remember, each gas bottle will make up to 60 litres of drink. Each syrup will make up to 9 litres of drink. They're about $5 each. The gas bottle's $12.99. You've got to check your baskets out. We have far less stock available than we thought we had enough for another show or two. It's been such a busy night and so popular that if you don't check out, this is one of the people tend to watch the next day, and it's bank holiday. I get that. Maybe you've been out, maybe you're on holiday, maybe you're not watching, in which case you don't know that I'm even saying this. But a lot of these will also, later in the day as people get up, maybe they remember they've got them in their basket, but they've already fallen asleep or what have you, and they'll check out later in the day. So who knows what the stock situation will be. Do yourself a favour, be safe, be happy, be glad, check out now.
What if we got on tomorrow night here?
So, yes, another breakthrough, and that is Cruise First are coming to ShopOnTV, that's right, and about, what is it, 4 minutes past midnight, something like that? 4 minutes past midnight. If you want to save oodles of money on cruises.
I want to cruise.
Have you cruised before?
Never.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I know.
Oh, you must.
I don't.
Yeah, I've cruised the world.
Leslie and I are going together. We're going to, Cruise TV can bring us, and then we'll give them all the feedback they want. We'll take a Soda Stream with us.
Amazing. Al, as always, thank you, pal.
Pleasure, sir. Thank you very much. And we appreciate
you
you so much. Mwah. Thank you very much.
And that's it. That's my weekend done for another week. I will see you again next Friday evening into Saturday morning, and for Saturday and Sunday as well. From all of the weekend team here at ShopOnTV, thank you for watching. Good night. God bless.